score two. Astros lead 3-0.
That was courtesy Fox Sports 1. Alex Bregman, a 2-run double in the first inning. The Houston Astros move on. I wonder if it helped to watch those two favorites lose at home in Game 5 the day prior. Your MVP candidate and his mom, who was sitting right behind home plate, right in view of every pitch. Daddy was just over in his big cat. Moving on, Astros beat the Rays 6-1. Next up, what everybody wanted, Astros and Yankees, the two powerhouses that are going to play for the American League pennant. Good morning and merry winter all of a sudden. Got to chill outside, huh?
Ooh,
boy, it's good to be nice and warm inside. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, Hoser, and Josh sitting inside this beautiful. Look at that. You got a camera today.
Oh, I do.
You got JJ's cameras pointed right at you, dude. Look, watch. Look at that. Right at you.
Hey, everybody.
Because JJ's live out at Balloon Fiesta Park. How you living?
He is. He's not there yet.
He's not there yet?
Well, he's there, but...
we don't have him yet?
We don't have him yet. We're working on that.
All right, well, then never mind.
So he's probably... I'm here.
Was that something you should have maybe told me?
Oh.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Yeah,
for certain.
I probably should have, but
that would've
things
been,
were happening. And
as I tossed
here we
to him, I just thought maybe you would say, "Hey, we don't have JJ yet."
Hey, by the way,
why is he just not there yet? Is he in traffic or what?
I'm not sure what's going on. Might be technical difficulties.
All right, so it's you and me and Josh. I told Josh, come on over, sit in JJ's seat, whatever you want to do. We got a lot to do today. We're going to go through the championship series. The National League will start tonight. The Nationals and the Cardinals, it'll start in San Luis. And then tomorrow it will be the Astros and the Yankees, and that will start in beautiful Houston, Texas. Last night, the word is that Tyler Glasgow was tipping his pitches, that he would hold his fastball up a little higher when he came set. He would come set at the letters, and if you're watching on the ProView Network, you kind of know what you can see, right? Right here at the letters. He would come set at the letters, and it would be a curveball. But he would come set a little bit higher, a good 5 inches higher or so, and you got big league hitters, MVP candidates, studs like, I don't know, Bregman, Altuve, Correa, Springer, that aren't going to miss that. And after the game, Tyler Glasgow admitted, I guess I was tipping pitches. And you sit here and you wonder, why did nobody go out and say, yo? And I get it was in the first inning, but like Glasgow's terrific. He's been terrific. But from the outset of this game yesterday, and everybody who watched, and he went back and said, went back and looked at it, and it's pretty obvious as far as tips go. And you've got guys who are stud hitters, and you're tipping pitches. Springer led off the first inning with a sharp signal. And I guarantee you the Astros saw this on video going in. They knew what was going on. This isn't something that, as the game went, this wasn't something new, obviously. They knew what was going on. And by the way, that's not cheating now. Like, this isn't, you can decide if you think stealing signs is cheating or not cheating. But again, this is you giving it away. You come set at the letters, and every time you come set, it's a curveball. And then you come set a little bit higher. And set, if you're not familiar and you're listening on the radio and not watching on ProView, that's, before you pitch, you got your hands together, your hands in the glove. Where do you stop before you start your windup? Right? And if you come set at the letters and it's a curveball every time, they know it's coming. And a little bit higher up, closer to your chin. I mean, you got big league hitters like this sitting dead red on a fastball. Are you kidding me? Are like in a deciding Game 5? What the hell happened to my phone, dude?
It went black, right?
Yeah.
I saw that.
I don't even know what it says. Safe mode. I don't even know what safe mode means.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord have mercy on me. Anyway, all right, 2460610. Come on in today. We got a lot to do today. We're going to talk global football because it's game night. You're going out,
game night.
And
yeah.
Is Evan working on it from here? Evan's got it fixed.
He's
so
working
is
on it.
Is it a technical issue or JJ stuck in traffic?
We have no idea at this point.
All right.
Hopefully he's okay. I tried to call him, but
he didn't answer your phone.
Nothing.
All right. Well, someday. I mean, it could be just you and me today. I'm down with that too. However you want to do this. I mean,
okay.
I'm down. We're going to talk a little football because it's game night. You got to work today. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
All right, so we're going to do that. By the way, JJ is out there today, and it is brought to you by the New Mexico Fermentation Festival on October 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Gutierrez Hubble House. You can buy your tickets at nmfermentationfest.com. It's a one-of-a-kind festival celebrating the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite foods and vegetables and beverages. So get on out and enjoy that. We'll talk some Lobel basketball at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow's the Big Cherry Silver celebration. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about taking the boys out.
Are you going to go out to the pit tomorrow night?
I'm thinking about it.
Well,
yeah.
maybe after listening to Paul Weir at 8 o'clock as he joins us on this here radio show, you'll be even more inclined to want to go out there, huh? What do you think? Paul Weir, Lobel basketball coach.
Good.
8 o'clock this morning, he is a certified doctor now with his doctorate. And then at 9 o'clock, Nick Nee will wrap up our – I can't believe we're wrapping up with Nick now. Like, I'm going to miss Friday.
Huh?
Well, yeah, now, and I'm going to miss these Friday. I really enjoy Nick Nee.
Me too.
I'll probably be the last one till April.
Because this was our first full year with old Nick, right?
I think he joined midway through last year when Matt took the job as the VP of OB Sports and went corporate and, took his talents to the higher level, I guess. Nick today coming up at 9 o'clock. Want your calls at 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. Want your thoughts on the game last night and what you're going to get now as we go forward with the Yankees and Astros. You got a hell of a weekend. Yeah, I mean, you really got a hell of a weekend coming up. You got the baseball. You got NFL games starting in London at 7:30 in the morning on Sunday. You got a good week. It's solid. I mean, you got the Red River Showdown. You got a really good slate of college football in front of you. You've got a really solid – if you want to ride the couch, I mean, if you just want to put some miles on the couch this weekend, grub up and load your fridge and put on your jammies and just sit there. And by the way, can you do my laundry too? Because I missed Tuesday laundry day this week. And I got a ton of it. And then my mom dropped the sheets and the towels, so that's sitting on the floor of the laundry room before I can even get the stuff.
Here you go.
Well, it was nice of her. She did change the sheets.
Okay, good.
No, she stripped the bed, changed the sheets before. That was wonderful. But you got a ton to do. Did you watch the football last night? You got that on the Rabbit Ears and channel 13.2?
I caught it a little bit, especially because it was interesting.
It was interesting.
It was like you're right there, and I'm like, uh-oh. We're fixing to have a shocker here.
Do you remember the score I predicted yesterday by any chance?
31-10.
31-10. You don't have to remember what
Okay.
comes out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I barely remember what comes out of my mouth.
I'm surprised you remember.
I remember. Well, I said they'll cover, but it won't be a blowout. I said it was going to be. I felt like a 31-10. 34-14 is pretty close to 31-10. Wouldn't you
That
say?
is, yes.
I mean, would you put me in the realm of that was you kind of got that?
That was
right. What a weird game. What a weird game. Block punts and fumble recoveries and just bizarreness. And there were the Giants sitting there without really moving the football. They had the one big play to Golden Tate. And other than that, what were they doing? I got a check from JJ. You got anything? I don't know where you're supposed to listen. All I know is I just got a text that said check. Should I tell him 10-4, good buddy? I don't even know what to tell him.
JJ's back. I'm going to pot him up.
All right, well, hey, check.
You got us?
Oh, look at you. You're on the radio. Hey, JJ.
Yeah,
JJ.
nice of
Balloon
y'all to
Festival
answer me. I've been here since 5:30 in the morning. Good to hear from you
Where
guys.
you
Thanks a
been?
lot, Hoser.
Look at him blaming on you. Evan's over here, too. Evan's saying no, it was your fault. Like, and I believe Evan above all, just so you know. Evan's right here
But
saying.
it's chilling. It's great. Balloons are going up, flying out. It's been a great morning. So
all right, thanks, and we'll catch you later. You call us later on 24606. It's like he's a caller all of a sudden. What are you doing out there, dude? Is it chilly?
Just chill. It's cold, but it's clear. The balloons are flying out. Everyone's having a great time this morning.
That's what happens at Balloon Fiesta. I don't know if you knew what you were getting into, but it'll be cold and there'll be nylon balloons going up in the air, and there'll be a lot of them, and there'll be a lot of traffic. Edward told me that. He told me that.
It took us about 20 minutes to get in here.
That's it?
Jumped on the shuttle, and we were here.
Are you next to the bimbo bus or the bimbo?
Bimbo, yay!
Dude, what kind of shuttle did you jump on?
Just the buses from the parking lot.
Oh, all right. Well, we got a break now. Thanks for calling.
All right, thanks, guys.
And nice of him to
Big
check
fan
in.
of the show.
Yeah, nice of you to check in. JJ Buck is brought to you by the New Mexico Fermentation Festival. JJ, oh, what's that noise? Did he just leave? Did he just throw down his mic? Are you there now?
You have a clock out here somewhere?
Like, really? Are we done with him? Wait, listen to what they're saying. Oh, you got a clock out here?
He was just kidding.
I know.
Come back.
I know. It's brought to you by the New Mexico Fermentation Festival on October 19th. From 10 to 4 at the Gutierrez Hubble House. Buy your tickets at nmfermentationfest.com. It's a one-of-a-kind festival celebrating the fermentation and preservation, and that's preservation, behind many of our favorite foods and beverages. All right, maybe JJ will be there, maybe not. I have no idea, honestly. I'm just glad I'm in here warm with you putting on radio. Award-winning radio at that on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
And there's some of those yards right there, right up the middle, and he's looking at an easy run, one man to beat, beats him for the touchdown. 45-yard touchdown by Ortiz.
First down and goal from the 10. Play action and a fade to the end zone. And well, there he is.
Block punt. Let's see if the Mustangs can scoop and score. Scoop and score the touchdown with Western New Mexico. Number 20, CJ Bionis. Bauer the play fake. Throwing to Colson in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The hot man, and why not? Looking hot, looking into the end zone, and his second touchdown already.
Post headed in, and that's 2-0. And I think it's Johnson, and it is. So third down and goal, and it's a keeper for Smith. He broke a tackle, and he's into the end.
Holy fumble. Hit by Calhoun. Ball is fumbled.
Head is one, look out, Garcia's loose. Garcia to goal for the lead, 1-0.
Go play action, rolling out to the right. Now he's going to run with it and break some tackles. Lowers his head into the end zone. What a run by Isaiah Chavez. Wow.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut!
We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
I don't know. Is JJ Buck here or not? The hell are you there now? You throw your headset down again and just say bleep this and start talking to whoever's out there and getting time clocks. You done with us or what?
I'm trying to get it all figured out. It was a little insane.
What are you new? You do this every year.
Yes, we do.
JJ's out at the Balloon Fiesta Park, giving you a play-by-play from the field. Hey, the balloons are going up, huh?
They are scooting out of here this morning.
Bimbo! You got a bimbo?
A little more distance to Bimbo this year
really?
than usual.
That sucks. All right, how's Austin dealing with his first Balloon Fiesta?
He's hanging in there.
Yeah, is he chilly? What do you got, wrapped up like a little Michelin man?
He is a mini teddy bear right now.
And he's digging it, though? Is he looking up and seeing all the flying orbs?
Taking it in, just kind of in awe of what in the heck is going on and what are you doing to me this morning?
Yeah, why'd you get me up so damn early? I'm supposed to get you up when I want. It's my world, and it's freezing. So this is really his first taste of, well, he was a January baby, so he had the end of winter, but probably didn't, this is his really first taste of
Never been out in something like this.
It's cold, man. All right. Who you brought to us by today? Do you remember?
I do. My notes are over there, though. It was a scramble to get on, get connected.
All right.
Well, calls and texts were not going out from the field this morning, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I guess not. It's the New Mexico Fermentation Festival is who JJ is brought to you by. And we'll let you know all about that throughout the morning. All right. Did you watch the Astros last night?
Ooh, yes, I did. Another first inning, man.
It's pretty easy when your boy Tyler Glasgow is admittedly on his part tipping his pitches. He's coming set at the letters when he's throwing a curveball, cutting set at the chin when he's throwing a fastball, and those guys just raked him.
Yeah, and especially after the outing he had when he first faced the Astros, and they couldn't hit that fastball, and everyone was just gushing over the movement on it, and then this day and age, they're going to catch it instantly. And I'm surprised they didn't maybe even notice in that first meeting with the video and everything that they have. But it was that core, man. It was Altuve. It was Bregman. Brantley showed up. And we were talking yesterday, this is going to be a Bregman game. This is what he's built for in the postseason, and he did it again.
Boy, and his mom got a whole lot of TV time. I don't know if you saw her right behind home plate. You should see, Josh, where do you find that shot of JJ all fresh in his bow tie? That's the shot you're up on the split screen that Josh found for you. From your wedding. It looks like the background looks like one of those, the mall. What's that mall place called? The pink. Yeah, the background does. All right, so now it's on to the Yankees, and this is the series we all wanted to see. You get you can't have Garrett Cole in the first game, but you can't have Verlander, but you get Zach Greinke. It's pretty good. I like that they're at home. I like the way they mash. Yeah, the Yankees are rested. Yeah, the Yankees are set up, and that's fine. I think this series is going to be terrific.
Oh, absolutely. The one thing that'd be a little nervous with Greinke is, when he makes that mistake, they'll make him pay. And if the Rays can do that, then you know that the Yankees can do that twofold against him. But this is a fantastic series. It's going to be that Game 4 starter. What do the Astros do? I think that's their biggest question mark, because the Yankees, they just want to get 4 innings, get to that bullpen. So that's going to be kind of that swing area. You're going to get Greinke, back to Verlander, and then Cole. But that Game 4, big question mark for Houston, I think.
See, Alex, after the game, he was talking about the Tampa Bay bullpen and said, I've never seen anything like it. Kind of a shot, because everybody talks about the Yankees bullpen and how great they are. And I think that might have been a shot. I also am becoming more and more interested in the Nationals and the Cardinals. And the more I look at it, the more I'm starting to like the Nationals. I love their starting pitching. I fell in love with their lineup now that I'm away from the emotion of the Dodgers series, and they're easy to like. I think Rendon and Soto and Turner. You just look through their lineup, and then you say, oh, they're going to throw Scherzer and they're going to throw Strasburg. You start looking at their pitching. At least their starting pitching. I'm starting to lean Nationals.
Yeah, absolutely. The feeling you have with them beating the Dodgers, and for Washington, it's Anibal Sanchez. He's going to get the start. in Game 1. He fanned the Dodgers, but the Cardinals. What kind of swing and miss rate we're going to see from them? They feel like a more contact-oriented team, but yet you look at their offensive numbers this season, they weren't good. But at this point in time, that doesn't matter. We saw the Twins, a team that hit the most home runs in baseball, and unfortunately in that short series, it doesn't matter what you've done the entire season. But I definitely see it's easy to get on the momentum of the Nationals, and I'm right there with you at Rendon. I think he's finally bursting on the scene in the postseason as a star, because you look at the third baseman in the National League, it's Rendon, it's Arenado, maybe Manny Machado. He has the talent, and then Justin Turner, the guys we talk about, that's the best of the best in that league, and then Trey Turner leading off. Man, this is going to be really interesting, because the Cardinals, we sit there and go, they can't just do it again. This is a different team, and yet here they are in LCS.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. We got a weekend in front of us. You got great baseball. You got really good football. Lobos tonight. You got football starting at 7:30 in the morning from London on Sunday. You probably have some soccer if that's what interests you. I know United play on the road this weekend. You've got high school stuff going. We got a terrific. If you want to put Miles on your couch this weekend, you could just sit there and put on your cozy jammies or whatever you want and just go, because I think you've got a ton of stuff, and then you got balloons. If that's your thing.
It's a lot of people's thing this morning. That's for sure.
And then you've got balloons. All right. Did you watch the footy last night? You get a little. I asked Hoser. Hoser, by the way, has a camera pointed at him now. Josh was able to take your camera and look at him. He's on TV right now. All Hoser all the time, flexing for the camera. He just flexed, by the way.
Get it, Hoser. Get it.
He's got your camera. Do you by any chance remember the score that I predicted yesterday?
31-10.
Yeah, 34-14 is pretty close to 31-10, wouldn't you say? Or 30,
it was
35-14. Yeah,
it's coming up with the defensive touchdowns again, a special teams touchdown on a block punt, and that's the thing for the Giants. Without Saquon Barkley, they had no chance of even trying to slow that game down. Daniel Jones, his turnovers overwhelmed, and it didn't matter. Tom Brady, I guess, would you say he wasn't crisp? Like he was fine, and that's all you need to be in the New England Patriots with that defense right now.
Yeah, but he did score 2 rushing touchdowns and became the oldest person in the history that another record for Tommy, 2 rushing touchdowns, and it was like he was on a mission, dude. Like the second one, they started out at the 4-yard line, and he started with the sneaks. In game 3, because nobody thought it, and then he got it again. Like Tommy was on a mission to get himself some fantasy football points last night.
He was. Quarterback sneak is one of the most effective short yardage plays in football. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it. And we're at the point with whatever Tom Brady does, he's going to be the oldest. He's setting records. He passed Peyton Manning in the yardages last night, and he's going to keep climbing and climbing and climbing.
Yeah, and he's doing just fine, and now he's got time off to get to rest or whatever for their next. Who they played? When do they get a game?
That's a great question.
I mean, November? Is that what you're telling me, Josh? It's silly. All right, JJ's out there. You still remember your sponsor? It's still over there by your kid or something? It's brought to you by the New Mexico Fermentation Festival on October 19th from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon at the Gutierrez Hubble House. You can buy your tickets at nmfermentation.com. It's a one-of-a-kind festival, JJ, celebrating the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite foods and beverages. That's who's sponsoring JJ's appearance today at Balloon Fiesta. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there. You realize that?
No.
Otherwise, the kid would have to go out tomorrow night. You realize that?
Yes,
right.
I do.
Guest list today, 8 o'clock. You want to talk to Paul Weir? They got the big Cherry Silver event taking place tomorrow night at the pit. Hoser's taking the little Hosers out there.
Ooh.
All right, so 8
Should
o'clock.
be fun.
Are you going to go, or you got United on your phone tomorrow night? You got
on the phone, baby. Football on the phone.
All right. Football on phone. What is it? Free phone football?
Yeah, free phone football. Free phone football.
All right, 9 o'clock, Nick Nee will be with us. We'll wrap up our weeklies with Nick Nee, the pro out at the San Diego Golf Club. All right, who's in the air now? What special shape you got in the air now? Which one are you going? Ooh,
the special shapes are having some trouble getting up right now. I don't think they're launching, but the regular balloons are this morning because the upper level winds are kind of speedy right now.
Yeah, the lower wind level blowing to the south. I saw some over the Big Eye-ish area when I was coming in. So it looks like, are they taking off south out of the park? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're heading straight south.
Yeah, see, look at that, going south. Hopefully they can elevate and then go back. The box will take them back to the north. That's what they're hoping.
So we might be able to see them
if
outside our window
if you actually open the window and look, you might be able to see them. Yeah,
I'm ready.
It depends. All right, JJ's out there. When we come back, we're going to get a little bit more into the football. We got to talk hoops as well because they played. And, oh, by the way, Steph Curry looked pretty good last night too. Mortgages and loans can be complicated, but you can take the mystery out of home buying at Kirtland Federal Credit Union. Head to their website to find blog articles about how to get mortgage ready and learn about the available mortgage programs. Kirtland Federal Credit Union also offers seminars so you can gain firsthand knowledge of the process and meet Kirtland Federal Credit Union's home loan team. And be sure to check out their next Home and Brew event, boys and girls. It's hosted at local breweries. Home and Brew events invite you to drop by after work, have a beer, and get a fun look at the mortgage process. Ask your questions, meet the Kirtland FCU home loan team, and take home some fun goodies. To find out the next Home and Brew event, head to their website. It's at kirtlandfcu.com/events. That's kirtlandfcu.com/events. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they are more than military. They are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
Sports Animal Time is now 7:26. Time to take another look at Friday morning's commute. This report is sponsored by Great Clips. Well, right now the commute looks pretty good. There's no major accidents or delays around the city. Of course, you've got your normal congestions around Balloon Fiesta Park, but other than that, things are looking good. Speaking of looking good, look great and save time with a haircut from Great Clips. Download the Great Clips app or go to greatclips.com to check in online ahead of time when you visit one of our 25 Los Lunas, Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Santa Fe area locations. Great Clips, home of the online check-in. And if you see an accident, make sure to give us a call on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
Hey, it's Michael Carlisle.
And Mike Trujillo.
We are the Sports Bar. We're Albuquerque's #1 afternoon sports talk show.
Talk sports with us every afternoon, Monday through Friday.
Listen to the Sports Bar weekdays at 3 o'clock or right here on 95.9 FM at AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Glasheen, Baez, and Inderman Injury Lawyers. When you have one chance to get it right, call the attorneys that deliver proven results. Visit us at gvilaw.com or call right now, 505-243-7200.
Audible turns commuting into opportunity. Use the Audible app to learn something new every day. Listen 100% ad-free to the world's leading experts on parenting, budgeting, career, and relationships. Get inspired by Dave Goggins' powerful memoir, Can't Hurt Me, and hear advice from Mel Robbins on how to take control of your life, exclusively from Audible. Download the Audible app, start a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on us.
Do you love football? Then get with the program and get down to Hooters to catch the game, crazy good wings, ice cold beer, and the best fans on the planet. You love wings. You love ice cold beer. And who doesn't love the world famous Hooters girls? All the games, all season. Hooters.
Catch all the games at Hooters and enjoy great specials like a draft beer and 10 boneless wings for only $10. Served up by the world famous Hooters girls.
Hey, it's Michael Carlisle. By now, you've probably seen commercials from national companies that promote 100% online mortgage loan with no human interaction. Don't fall for it. I suggest you call Ben Lucero at Indigo Mortgage instead. On the surface, an online mortgage loan might sound easy, but applying for a mortgage isn't like buying a new pair of shoes. You're a real person making a real decision on the biggest financial transaction of your life. You gotta ask, is the real person for the 100% online lenders for the benefit of you, the consumer, or for them, the company? Mortgages are very complex and more than just plugging numbers in and locking in a rate. You might have questions, and have a friendly, caring professional is the only way to get the answers you need. You're not a transaction, you're a person. Nobody cares more about your mortgage loan than Ben Lucero and his team at Indigo Mortgage. Call them at 836-5700 or visit them at indigomortgage.net. A local lender who wants what's best for you, 836-5700.
NMLS 188348.
ADP isn't just in the payroll business. We're in the people business, helping companies find them train them, and empower them by clearing the way for them to do their best work. Because when your people thrive, your business...
Last spot, 30.
HR, talent, time, benefits, and payroll. Informed by data and designed for people, so you and your company can achieve what you're working for. Learn more at design.adp.com.
The Dan Patrick Show, today at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Love of football Friday night under the lights on national television out at Dreamstyle Stadium. It's over on News Radio, KKOB. JJ will leave the park, hopefully get out of traffic in time to get over here by 5 o'clock tonight to give you the pregame show, 6:00 something kickoff time. The Lobos and Colorado State Rams. It's over on News Radio, KKOB, and of course, you can see it live. Just get yourself out to the stadium tonight. It should be a good time. JJ's at a balloon fiesta where the balloons are going up. Not as many special shapes, correct?
Yeah, a little too windy for that, but some of the just normal balloons, is there a phrase for that? I don't know. Just the regular balloons are up and bouncing towards you guys.
Standard shape balloons, would that be right?
The regular shape.
The teardrop, maybe.
Is that what it is? Teardrop? All right. Our Sports Animal Live Balloon Fiesta broadcast out of Balloon Fiesta Park is brought to you by the New Mexico Fermentation Festival on October 19th, 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon at the Gutierrez Hubble House. Buy your tickets at nmfermentationfest.com. It's a one-of-a-kind festival and celebrates, JJ, the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite foods and beverages. That's why JJ's there today. How's the food and beverage, by the way? You get your burrito yet? Oh, look, that's a good JJ Buckshot. Look at you with all your pumpkins and your backwoods winter hat.
I don't know where all these photos are coming from.
Josh is the... Man. Don't underestimate my man Josh. All he's got to do is Google images of JJ Buck.
Ooh, that could get interesting for sure. So tune in on ProView. Who knows what's going to pop up?
Right. We are on the ProView Network, so you can watch the show on ProViewNetworks.com, on Comcast Channel 26, and, of course, on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM. So you grubbing yet out there or what?
Had some coffee so far this morning.
Coffee?
Just trying to ingest a lot of hot liquid right now.
Did you bring your special breakfast?
No, did not this morning. I had some protein coffee before I got here to get me through the morning.
What is protein coffee?
It's just you just pour a protein shake into your coffee.
Is that right?
Pretty much it.
So is it a cheat day for you, JJ? A little bit?
No cheat day, man. No cheat day.
All right, man. Way to stay strong.
All right, no, stay strong. Stay on it. I mean, do what you got to do. All right, we surprised the Giants were in it last night. It was weird the way they were in it. Just a weird game of block punts and defensive touchdowns and just I mean, not a lot of Danny Dimes, but he had no weapons except for Golden Tate, who, by the way, did have his one breakaway moment, which was special. Josh Gordon got hurt. Good thing if you played him in your fantasy football, you're hurting. But they had no weapons. I like the way the defense played for the Giants.
Yeah, this is a game I think a lot of people coming in, it's Thursday, we knew the Patriots are going to win, but there was that weird feeling. That's why I was kind of going backdoor cover at the end, but by late fourth quarter, there's nothing left for the New York Giants. And a lot of people are talking about this being one of the better defenses that New England has had. But I'm right there with you. They haven't been tested yet, but everything they've done, they passed with flying colors. And if you have an offense that hasn't been as good when you listen to people talk about what Tom Brady has done, and then you expect them to round and forth the way this defense is playing, it is absolutely here we go again with the Patriots.
Well, they're 6-0. They get the long week, and then next up they go to the Jets. So that's their next one, which the Jets are just flat out struggling. Then they get the Browns at home, which is a total perfect New England game for them to shut the Browns up. And then it starts to get, interesting. They go on the road for 2 to the Ravens and Eagles. They get the Cowboys at home. They go to the Texans. They get the Chiefs. And they finish up at Bengals. The Bills game will be interesting at home. And then they go to Miami. Or they get Miami at home. I don't see a ton on there. Like I'm not going to sit here and scream at you that they're going 16-0 because I think they could lose to the Chiefs. They could lose at Philadelphia. I imagine they could lose at Baltimore. But the Cowboys could beat them, right? I mean, the Cowboys could go up there on the 24th of November and beat them. But I just, boy, oh boy. I mean, if there's bad teams in the league, they're on New England's schedule.
Right. You're looking at 13-3 team, maybe 14-2.
I agree.
Getting some tests late, but they're going to go in with a ton of confidence. You already got them locked in to win that division. Probably looking at a first-round bye. And this team, man, I like everything about them still. Sony Michel, James White, Jacoby Myers stepped up last night. Josh Gordon's the big question mark, and I think that's one that if he isn't really around in the form, then they are missing some weapons, and they're really going to have to incorporate those backs in. And so Brandon Bolden has scored a touchdown in 3 straight games, so they're always going to find something like that.
Tommy, on Thursday night, passed Peyton Manning. He's moved into second place on the NFL's all-time passing yardage list. Brady at like 72,000 plus. Drew Brees top spot at over 74,000, so he's about 2,600 yards in front. Who plays longer, Tommy or Brees?
I think it's going to be Tom Brady.
Tommy's 2 years older. All right.
Yeah, I think I could see Tom Brady playing 2 to 3 more years, and maybe next year for Drew Brees.
All right, that's fair. Vontaze Burfict suspension. Remainder of the season was upheld. You know where I am on this. I am absolutely fine with that. In fact, I'm in favor of that. I know there were a few people, and I didn't hear a lot, but I know there were a few people who were upset about that. I don't think it was a surprise. Now, typically when suspensions get appealed, usually a game or two, or they get carved a little bit. This one did not get carved. Surprise you at all?
It doesn't surprise me. They're sending a message along with his track record. And Vontaze Burfict's a dude that he keeps doing it over and over and over again. Not even like showing fake remorse at any of the things he does. And with everything that's gone on over the last 5 years in the NFL, from the concussions to player safety, they're making a message out of him. And he's the one that the track record, he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt. You have not like 1, 2, but we're talking upwards in the teens of incidents with Vontaze Burfict. This was a given.
14. Yeah, 14 finable. He's going to lose $1.1 million plus all of his active bonus or active roster bonuses. It's a ton of money, and it's on you. I mean, that's at some point you got to look in the mirror, man, and it's on you. All right, what do you think about your boy Chris Harris? Right, and him and Keenan Allen have a little social media feud. Keenan Allen, the receiver for the San Diego. Well, they're still San Diego to me. Chargers. After he posted on Instagram, there was a fan account of Chris Harris, right? Some fan of Chris Harris. It said, "Now y'all know damn well that boy can't hold my jockstrap. Stop it." That's Keenan Allen talking about your cornerback Chris Harris. Allen was told about the comments. Actually, Harris said that, and he said, "Go watch the tape, man. It's not a secret." You got a feud brewing? You got a good feud brewing?
Oh, I think they absolutely have a feud brewing. And if you're the Broncos and Chris Harris, you got to get something to get you going when you're an 0-4 going in that game. But I think Allen did have 1 or 2 receptions on Sunday. So I think that's just definitely a scoreboard incident that round 1 goes to Chris Harris in Denver.
Yep. I think absolutely it does. I think that's what the scoreboard tells you. All right, the other NFL note, and this one – It doesn't light me up, but Colin Kaepernick's representatives say he's gotten little to no response from all 32 teams. And we've watched the quarterback situation. From the Kyle Allens to the Gardner Minshews to whatever's going on with Luke Falk at the Jets to Mason Rudolph to all the backup quarterbacks. And I guess Colin's people have reached out to all 32 teams about opportunities because there's been opportunity, right? And they say they've gotten little to no response. I guess there was a big, lengthy statement released by his agents. And the headline were facts to address the false narratives regarding Colin Kaepernick. And basically Cap's representative says he's not demanded a specific salary. He still wants to play in the NFL. The quote is, "Not a single team has brought Colin in for a workout. Seattle brought Colin in for a visit but didn't work him out. No other NFL team has interviewed or worked out Colin in the past 3 seasons despite other false statements in the media to the contrary. In 25 years, I've not seen anything like it." End quote. I don't know why this is surprising to anybody.
It shouldn't be. That ship sailed a while ago. Another thing that's gone on, we've seen Kenny Stills and Eric Reed, players that have knelt during the national anthem are still kneeling during the national anthem. The stigma is on Colin Kaepernick. And whether you think it's about performance or not, he's done in the NFL, and teams are not going to take the chance on him because he's the polarizing figure. He's the quarterback. He's the one that people think started this movement, and thus if you have just a safety on your team or a third wide receiver, it's definitely not going to generate the kind of buzz that Colin Kaepernick would. And this is no surprise that teams are staying away from him.
There's that whole conversation about, he doesn't fit. The agent said, quote, the idea he doesn't fit a team system doesn't mesh with how teams have adjusted their offensive schemes to fit the skill set of their quarterbacks. Colin has the same skill set as many of the young mobile quarterbacks flourishing in the NFL right now. It's difficult to think of another young man in NFL history with statistics and character as impressive as Colin's not being given an opportunity to earn a spot on the NFL roster after what he's accomplished. End quote. So there's a lot to this, right? And he's never said that if I'm wrong, tell me, because I could be, that if I'm on a roster, I will stand for the anthem. Like I understand what's got me here. Basically, there's still the threat that if he's on a roster, he's still going to do what he feels he needs to do, right?
I believe so.
All right, and so that in its own right is probably keeping him away. 3 years. Give me, and we played this game before, came up with nothing. 3 years. Give me a player, let alone a football player, let alone a quarterback who sat out 3 years, who has, his stats were okay, not great when he left. That came back and was successful.
Yeah, there's no one on that list, especially at that position, and you're thinking about someone that, his talent's going to come in and turn it around. It's not. It's done, man. Teams are not going to touch him. And whether he says he's going to stand or not, he's the one that is wearing the scarlet letter for this incident in the NFL and how people are reacting. Because, like I said, Eric Reed, Kenny Stills are the prominent ones that were still doing it. But you can get by when it's just the safety or just your third or fourth wide receiver, not the guy who people look at and say, hey, he started this movement. This is where all the backlash went. That's why he's not on a roster.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. All right, 2460610. Paul Weir will be with us at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll talk global basketball. 9 o'clock, we'll get a little golf in for you with Nick Nee from the Siembieda Golf Club. JJ is out at the Balloon Fiesta. We're warm here in studio. We might even have a sweet deal, and there might be food for all I know. I know.
Sounds like a great
I know
morning.
we have balloons. I've seen already 5 go by through the window.
Thanks for sending the balloons this way, JJ.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. See, we got balloons too, and we don't get the experience, though, that JJ Buck has. It's the opening drive. We're on ProView Networks at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits and not just a job at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Special day here in the Burque. Man, we got a lot going on. Breaking Bad movie is hit Netflix.
Yeah.
Yep. El Camino. I believe it's on Netflix now. I think it hit today.
Yes, yeah.
I think it's
Sure
there
did.
for you. You got balloons going up. Look out the window. Did you look at all the
Yeah,
balloons
they're
over downtown?
still going up, man.
Well, no, they're here, dude. They're like
Yeah,
right
they
here.
made it to our section of the woods.
Oh, Josh found your mugshot. That is a. Where'd you find that one, dude? When did you get arrested?
I've never been arrested.
It looks like a mugshot to me. No, it's not a mugshot. It's a cute one, though. You're wearing a hoodie and an orange T-shirt, and you got this bewildered look on you, like, what the hell are you taking my picture for? Where'd you find that one?
Probably a license ID, maybe?
Dude, you ever Google yourself?
Eesh.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah,
I'm going to start
see
doing it.
what's
too.
on the internet.
Yeah, you just
What
need
they
to-
got on me?
you need
Do a
to-
background check on myself.
Yeah. JJ's live at Balloon Fiesta Park. Me and Hoser and Josh are here warm in the studio looking outside and saying, well, there's balloons as well. We got balloons too. You're brought to us by, who's sponsoring you today?
We're brought to you by the New Mexico
Oh, look at
Fermentation
that.
Festival on October 19th from 10 to 4 p.m. at the Gutierrez Hubble House. You can buy your tickets at nmfermentationfest.com. This is a one-of-kind festival, celebrates the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite foods and beverages, and that does sound fascinating.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. You know what else? We had the whiskey, that whiskey classic at the San Cristobal Ranch. I think I'm going this weekend, by the way.
Ooh, have some fun.
Well, if I can hit it, I got a buddy who's got some tickets and a little bus going up there.
That's tomorrow, right?
That is tomorrow. Addie's running in the Metro Championships tomorrow, cross country. So if I can get out and she finishes and I can get there in time, then I'll go. Otherwise, I'll ride
Like
the
you
couch.
said, this is going to be a fantastic weekend.
Yeah, it is. All right, little bit of football tonight. And I know you got a big pregame show planned, and there's a ton going on. What? Help me. Any word on quarterback? Because I've heard nothing. We talked to Alex Hart yesterday, and I didn't ask him who the quarterback was, but asked him, do you know who the quarterback is? Nope, no idea. It doesn't matter. We trust everybody. If they throw some guy off the street, we trust. I mean, come on. Do you get a gut? Are they going back to Tavaka? Because I think they should go Sharon.
I think it's two. I think it doesn't matter who's going to start. I could see Sharon starting, just the boost he gave them, and to your point this week, he's the one that put points on the board, and Tavaka hasn't been putting points on that board with the offense. But I think we're going to see both tonight. I think that could be frustrating for some people watching, but they have to find a way to get going early, or this is going to be 10-0 for Colorado State. Like, this is on the offense tonight.
And if they're having success with two, I'm okay with that.
No, success, period, would be nice, right?
Yeah,
for
sure.
I mean, I'm down with that. It so rarely happens. Now, you kind of watch San Jose State flip-flop quarterbacks, but really Josh Love was their quarterback, and they brought in a change of pace guy. That's not what we're looking at here. Like, they alternate within series, right? That's a different two-quarterback system. I think what Bob's going to do, and JJ, I agree with you. I think there's probably one guy starts and gets a couple series, and then the other guy comes in and gets a couple series, and they're probably going to ride the hot hand. That'd be my guess. I'm not going to lie to you, JJ, I'm not going to be surprised if they say, nope, Tavaka's our guy, and we're putting him out there and we're riding him till the end, too. I don't think anything's going to surprise me tonight because I know how they feel about Tavaka. I heard Bob talk on Monday on our show about Sharon. You could just hear the frustration in his voice, right? When I asked him, can you coach the mistakes out of your senior? And, I mean, the way he answered it, you could see the frustration. They turned the damn ball over 6 times the other day, and Tavaka turned it over 2 now. But to me, JJ, and I've said this all week, Sharon turns the ball over, but he's the guy scoring points. Like, something's happening. And what he gives you in the run game, I think Tavaka just can't, right? And that's nothing against Tavaka. I think Sharon's borderline special when it comes to that. I don't want to tell you he's great. Is that fair, borderline special, what Sharon gives you in the run game?
Yeah, he's the most explosive runner that they have right now. Like, Amari Davis is not breaking runs like that. Even Bryson Carroll with his speed just hasn't shown that kind of explosion. And I think Tavaka's good running when he needs to, but Sharon can be a runner. And that's what I'm interested
explosive
in seeing
runner. An explosive runner. Yeah.
A more effective player in the zone read game. If they want to sprinkle in some of that triple option, which you saw a little bit against Liberty. Like, you're going to get those pop plays from Sharon Jones. But it's It just comes down to not turning the football over.
That's what it's
Who
got
can
to be.
move the football and at least hold on to it and finish scoring drives. If you're in field goal position, don't throw an interception. At least give yourself a chance to kick a field goal.
Well, my thing there is, I mean, you said two different things: move the football and not turn it over. And I'm not. I just which one's more important to you? And you can keep the football, but if you're not moving it and just punting it away, what are we doing? And they got to find it.
30.
Tonight's so important. So I told you the last 2 weeks were. So is tonight. All right, want to talk hoops when we come back?
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to talk hoops.
20.
Paul Weir due to be with us. The Lobos have their big Cherry Silver event tomorrow night out at the Pit. They call it a Cherry Silver game. Dunk contests and
10.
that stuff. Paul Weir next on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Here's a new home for Lobo Talk, and you're listening to it.
Lobo Talk. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy.
Catch the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy, right here.
Do I need to call him?
9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Lobo Talk, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
In most situations, it's easy to debate who is the greatest of all time. But when you need collision repair, there's only one clear GOAT. Quanz has won a Best of the City award for the past 6 years straight. Don't go to any collision repair shop. Go to the Better Collision Repair Shop at Quanz Auto Body. Our award-winning customer service and certified collision repair makes Quanz better than the competition. Make the better choice and visit Quanz Auto Body in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
This is Ava from Monroe's. I'm here with my grandpa on a hot air balloon over Albuquerque. I can see both Monroe's from here. They're both pretty crowded. My grandpa's about to jump off the hot air balloon. Wait, what? Hold on. No, Grandpa, don't jump.
It's busy down there. I gotta get to Monroe's. Airborne!
No, Grandpa! Good thing he had his parachute. You all could drop in too. On Lomas at 16th.
Or on Osuna between San Pedro and San Mateo.
JJ Buck for The Sports Animal here to invite you to join me this Saturday from 2 to 4 at Quality Buick GMC. Select GMC Sierras are now up to $10,300 under MSRP. Select Buicks are now up to 22% under MSRP. Don't miss this opportunity. I'll see you Saturday.
GJ Trout here, and fall fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
Roto-Rooter jingle, take 1.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 2.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 17.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
And away go troubles
down the drain.
Let's try it like this.
Call Roto-Rooter. That's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Call Roto-Rooter for all your plumbing needs. I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. We see it every day. People hurt in car wrecks being misled by the insurance companies in order to minimize the amount of money they have to pay. When the insurance company tells you you don't need an attorney, that's when you know you need an attorney. Want a fair settlement? Don't attempt to deal with the insurance company on your own. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and keep you out of the courtroom.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Big kitchens, smart homes. See it all and vote for your favorite homes at the Parade of Homes this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and next weekend too. Go to ParadeNM.com to get the map or download the app. The Parade of Homes. Admission is free.
Right now, the Home Depot makes replacing your old carpet easy. With more styles and colors to choose from, there's no better time to buy. With free installation on any carpet purchase of $499 or more, all by licensed local pros. Backed for life. Today is the day for doing and saving with free carpet installation. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. For a limited time, $4.99 minimum purchase required. Typically $6.99. For license information, visit homedepot.com/license numbers. Valid through November 6, 2019.
This hour's 4K a Day national keyword is huge, H-U-G-E. Text it to 95819 for your chance to win.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque.
right, you got everything you want this weekend. Everything. You can start with a little football tonight. You got high school football tonight if you want. You got balloons up in the air right now. Look out the window. Do you see the balloons hanging out over? The wind's blowing south. They're all over downtown. They got to be by the pit by about now, don't you think? If Paul Weir looks out his window. Does he have a window? He's kind of got an inner office there, but there's windows just outside there. You got balloons. You got football all day tomorrow. You got football starting at 7:30 in the morning. You got United. You got soccer. Oh, don't forget the hoops. Tomorrow night at the pit. It is the Cherry Silver game. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Bucks at Balloon Fiesta Park. Hoser and Josh are in here with me. We're on the ProView Networks, and we're going to talk a little hoop because for the third straight year, UNM will debut the roster in public. It's the Cherry Silver game. They do that tomorrow, 6 o'clock at the pit. It benefits the Send a Kid program. Starts at the pit, 6 o'clock. Gates open at 5. Proceeds for Send a Kid. And it's free admission. Donation is suggested, and the donation will help that program. Paul Weir is the head basketball coach on the men's side at the University of New Mexico, and he joins us on the Quan's Auto Care hotline. You got enough to do, Paul? What's happening?
Well, you made me look out the window, man. I don't see any balloons right now, so
which window?
It hasn't quite hit where I'm at.
You had to stand up and move to go to the window from your office, didn't
Probably
you?
on the east side. I'm walking down to the weight room because that's actually a little bit more open. So I'm going to kind of peek out those windows and see if I can make your prelude a little more accurate.
Yeah, no, as I look out the window, they should be getting pretty close to where you are. They're hovering over downtown now. How you living, man? Things good? First week of practice been nice?
It's fun, man. This is, for me, the absolute most enjoyable part of the season. I love practice, preparing for practice, being in practice. It's why I coach. The games are more for the players, and the practices are way more for me. So this is the funnest time of year for myself.
Why is that? Why do you get more out of practice? Is it more development? Is it more relationship? Is it more growth? Why is that?
That's probably something I need to think about a little bit more, but I enjoy it, man. It's your time to coach, to teach, to, design something the way you want it and just interject and make the team the best hopefully it can be. And I tell my guys that all the time. Like, my game day is practice. So it's the most important thing in my day, and I want it to be the most important in yours. And the guys that, struggle with me. So I try and communicate that as often as I can. When I roll in there at whatever time, I am absolutely ecstatic about it. Not that games aren't exciting, but practices for me, I guess, for whatever reason, have always just been more enjoyable.
Do you enjoy them more this time of year than maybe you do in February when you got their full attention, when there's no momentum one way or the other of a season and everybody's energetic and optimistic?
I would say no. As you're getting into those races, it's awesome. But obviously last year probably gave me a little bit of pause because I'd never been through something like that, and probably altered a little bit of my perspectives going forward. I've been really, really lucky to have never really lost. So that was a new experience for me, and hopefully just kind of give me another layer of my own profile and growth and development as a coach going forward. But hopefully that's not going to be the case anytime soon.
He's Lowell men's basketball coach Paul Weir with us on the Quan's Auto Care hotline.
Paul, you talk about that element of practice. Is that just also maybe sort of control? Like, that's a situation you can control. You know what you're going to put your players in, as opposed to when you get to a game, it's on them to react to the situation.
Maybe, JJ, you're such a sporting nut here. You kind of go right for the jugular there. But I would hope not just that entirely. I think it's more just the teaching of the game. I started out as a high school coach many years ago, and I got into this profession to actually be a high school teacher and high school coach. And part of my interest in education has just been I just enjoy that part of my job. I know it's a business. I know why I'm on the radio. I know about the New Mexico Bowl and many other things that go around sports and business. But underneath all that, deep down in some core somewhere, I wanted to be a teacher and consider myself one, and maybe whenever this chapter ends, we'll go back to being one at some level, whether it's at a university or school or whatever, and that's just my nature. I enjoy that part of life.
Well, Paul, you mentioned the teaching aspect of it. I know you commented on it a little bit yesterday, but players' personalities, and Zane Martin is one that you touched on, and you like his fire, but you have to harness that. Even when you're recruiting someone, you're talking to all the people around them. What's the process like when you finally get a player on campus and then you really start knowing their tendencies and everything that goes into it?
Yeah, the thing I try and be the most is just incredibly honest on the front end, so that when those things do arise on the back end, you've at least said, look, we had this conversation before, whether it's with a student, their coach, a parent or guardian or whoever it may be. It's like, look, hey, we discussed this. This was going to be the conditioning program, or we discussed this. There are morning workouts, or we discussed this. This is, and that makes it a lot easier. And I think just our good transfer rate is probably indicative of that, as far as there's no one walking in saying, you lied to me, coach. You promised me this, or you promised me that. So we try and just on the front end just be as honest with everybody as possible about what your role is. For instance, right now, we're recruiting some great big men because that's a really easy conversation. They're all leaving. We're recruiting point guards, and it's a completely different conversation because here's so-and-so, and he's probably going to be the starting point guard again next year. I don't kind of lie or manipulate a situation to kind of get kids to come, and then they have second thoughts later on. So hopefully that serves us well in the long run as we kind of build this thing, but in the short run, it might just make a little more uglier conversations to be having with kids than maybe they're used to with other programs or coaches.
He's Level men's basketball coach Paul Weir with us. The Cherry Silver Games tomorrow night. I want to get you all the details. I didn't think this was going to take an educational tone, but I'm kind of glad it did. You said something earlier about you've never been through a season like last year. You've never lost before. And part of education is you learn from adversity. And I don't know if you can quantify what you learn, but can you, and are you coaching any differently this year because of what you went through?
I don't know if I'm necessarily going to coach any differently. I think it probably gives me a little bit greater depth and just maybe just overall more experience. I mean, look, I want to be the greatest coach ever, and I try and be that every single day, but I'm also not naive to the fact that my peers and the people that I'm trying to go against and compete against and beat are older and possibly wiser and have been through more than I have, and I'm trying like heck to catch up to them and make this team the best it can be and make myself the best I can be. So to me, that what happened last year is hopefully, in a weird way, getting myself one step closer to catching an Eric Musselman or catching whoever else we're trying to beat and go against. And that's the only way I can really look at it. I don't think it's necessarily going to drastically alter the things I do, because this has been a really long process to kind of get me here, and I'm not ready to kind of make a lot of significant changes to the things that I believe in and what I've been around with all that winning. But like I said, I hope that overall it just kind of makes me better.
Now, Paul, you mentioned the word point guard, and I know J.J. Caldwell is someone people are really excited about, and apparently has been exciting you guys as well.
Yeah, no, he's been a terrific addition to our program. We knew that was possible when we signed him because of just where he was at. If you watched him as a high school player, I think he was maybe one of the top 2 or 3 point guards in his class, and just a terrific basketball player. And when we became available, it was just kind of looking at that, thinking we had to at least explore it. And since he's got here, he's just been terrific. His demeanor is very calming. He's a very relaxed player. He's a very calm personality, and he just fits really well with our guys. He's so pass first. Everybody loves playing with him. He's obviously electric with the ball, free throw line to free throw line. He's special, so it kind of really fits the things we're doing. Now, he hasn't played in a little bit, so he's a little rusty in some areas, which we're going to work through. But, like I said yesterday at the presser, I had Carlton and Quan as our cherry and silver captains to kind of pick teams, and it was unanimous who the first pick was going to be, and it was kind of an argument over who was going to get the first pick because they both wanted JJ. So it's fun. It's fun to have that kind of a player kind of as your quarterback, and not only for me, but I think for our guys as well.
All right, Paul, tomorrow night, Cherry Silver. It's dunk contest and scrimmage and three-point contest, and this should be fun. It's 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Let people know what's going on. Let's get some people out there and fill that place up and really start this thing off in a good way. Thanks, man. No, I really appreciate it, and congrats on the sponsorship. I haven't seen you since, but thank you, Paul. Congrats on that stuff, man. Thank you. What can people expect to see tomorrow? Hopefully just a lot of new faces, obviously J.J. Caldwell, Zane Martin, who sat out last year, Jaquan Lyle, who's been sitting out for 2 years. We have our returners. We're adding Vontae Hendricks is another kid that was sitting out. We're probably not going to get eligible until semester. We obviously have some really exciting freshmen. Unfortunately, Emmanuel Andrews probably going to be out with an injury, but it's nice, man. It's a full deck. And I think a really talented team that is deserving of its expectations. I think in the past I've had a little concern or hesitation with some of the things that have been said about us. But I think when you see this team going against each other every day, it's like you can't help but sit there and think, wow, like this team has a chance to be pretty good. We have to actually go out and do it now. But I think tomorrow night will be a fun time to just kind of see this at the ground level, starting to get put together a little bit. Feels like you're embracing the expectations more this year, certainly than last and maybe the year before. Yeah, like I said it yesterday on the presser, like I think last year's team and the expectations that came with it were really, really disrespectful to some great players. I mean, it was like losing Joe Furstinger and Antono Jackson and Sam Logwood and Chris McNeil and Troy Simons. It was like those guys were minced meat or something. And it's like, man, those guys were really good players, and that was a very good team. It wasn't this like great coaching job or this great whatever job. Like those guys were, I think, a lot better than people gave them credit for, and I think the people that kind of replaced them were just given these, I don't know what, like preseason awards that quite frankly they hadn't really deserved. And I think the first year's team, I felt really, really good about it, and I told people that. And I think last year as it was unfolding, it was like, guys, slow down a little bit. Like I don't know if I feel that way, but this year I think I feel very bullish again about us and what we have, because it's real. It's been productive and it's had output in the past. Tomorrow night, Cherry Silver game. Doors open at 5. They'll tip it at 6. You get a game. You get the three-point shootout. You get the dunk competition. Proceeds, if you want to make a donation, will go to the Send a Kid program. It is free admission and voluntary donation over. Hey, how many red sweaters red V-necks? How many do you have? I believe I'm at 5. Do you restock for the new season? And like, do you get them or does Alma get them? Or, like, I had to because there was some like marker stuff that got on a few last year, and I just couldn't quite get them off. So I think those ones are going to have to get retired. Those black markers they're indelible. You write on the boards with sometimes end up everywhere. So I had to retire a couple. Do you get them all at the same place, or you to kind of mix them up different spots? It's a combination of places. It started out as just ordering one online, and then my wife chipped in, and then we all kind of, it's been a smorgasbord of different ways here. But we'll see where it goes, man. We'll see where it goes going forward. But it's been fun so far. It's just like we mentioned earlier, man. If a professor can wear that to work every day, I can wear that to work every day. I don't need $5,000 suits on a college campus. I don't know who else wears those things. So hopefully I'm fitting in a little bit more with the mission with which I'm here. There you go. It takes a village to dress a coach. It's good. I'm glad Alma's in. All right. Enjoy tomorrow night. Always appreciate you spending some time with us. We will see you soon. Keep rolling. Take care, man. See you. He's Paul Weir. He's the head basketball coach of the University of New Mexico. It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
some of those yards right there, right up the middle, and he's looking at an easy run, one man to beat, beats him for the touchdown. 45-yard touchdown by Ortiz.
First down and goal from the 10. Play action and a fade to the end zone. And well, there he is.
Block punt. Let's see if the Mustangs can scoop and score. Scoop and score the touchdown with Western New Mexico. Number 20, CJ Bionis. Bauer to the play fake. Throwing to Colson in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The hot man, and why not? Looking hot, looking into the end zone, and his second touchdown already.
Post headed in, and that's 2-0. And I think it's Johnson, and it is. So third down and goal, and it's a keeper for Smith. He broke a tackle, and he's into the end.
Holy fumble. Hit by Calhoun. Ball is fumbled.
Head is one, look out, Garcia's loose. Garcia to goal for the lead, 1-0.
Go play action, rolling out to the right. Now he's going to run with it and break some tackles. Lowers his head into the end zone. What a run by Isaiah Chavez. Wow.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All
gone maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah, I would have too. 5. Get them online. Alma's in on it as well.
And then is that dry cleaning? Is that just washer?
Yeah, I'm going to guess dry cleaning is going to be my guess. It probably preserves them a little bit more, although I've learned dry cleaning isn't dry. That would have been a good question for him. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Hoser, and Josh. JJ's live out of Balloon Fiesta Park, where I got mostly launched now. Got to be calming down now, right?
Yeah, a couple static displays going on. Have some balloons up north as well. It's definitely a little breezy, but turned out to be a good morning after what happened yesterday with no balloons going up.
Warming up?
No.
Right. Oh, that's a nice. There's your engagement picture now he found.
Oh.
There's you with the longer little stuff coming down your forehead, flannel shirt leaning against a tree.
Looks like Josh may have like a different picture for
Josh has
segment,
different every
so
segment.
He's got a lot of stuff on.
Yeah, Wanda's on the
Who
Facebook.
knew I was in so many pictures online?
Yeah, that's right.
Your digital footprint is big, my friend.
Wanda's loving the pictures of JJ, she said on the Facebook. So Josh is just killing it. What'd you get out of that? That went a different way, didn't it? I didn't expect it necessarily to go all about education, but I knew Paul liked practice. I didn't know he liked him that much more than games. Obviously, as a coach, there's way less stress in practice than there is in a game. Mm-hmm. You don't lose in practice, certainly. You don't win either. Right?
I think it was very telling how opening was about embracing the expectations, because that's something last year he spent a lot of time shooting down. He didn't have the same confidence in that squad as he does in this one right now. And I think that just goes to the talent, the players that he sees in front of him that are going to be on that floor. They're older players. Like, we've got Jaquan Lau, Carlton Bragg. They're 23 years old, and that's like pushing it for college basketball. These guys been there, done that, experienced in the program, in the weight room, and I can understand why he's finally feeling himself a little bit ahead of the season.
So let me give you a team that was an older team last year, Nevada, and they did pretty well, right? Mm-hmm. It was they had a bunch of seniors, older seniors at that, transfers. They won the league. Now they lost the first round of the NCAA tournament. The year prior, they went to the Elite Eight. But maybe there's something to that. Look, there's no exact formula on this. You've got young teams that win national championships, and then you've got older teams led by a senior point guard that win national. There's no exact formula on this, but I think for a team out of here to maybe make a run, and everybody's got that magic bar up there, right? Sweet 16 is what everybody wants around here. Maybe it is a team that's a little older chronologically, and maybe a little bit more mature, and we're going to find out if that is this team as we go. But look, you're looking for the formula to get there. Maybe that's it.
I agree, because this is UNM is second chance U.
Okay.
This is what for them to be successful. It's going to be sprinkling in guys that develop, that come along with Drew Drennan. McQuatch Malawatch has been a fantastic addition for this team going into his junior season. But for them to really to be a team like Nevada, they're going to have to hit on a Carlton Bragg, a Jaquan Lau, a Vance Jackson, because that's where your big-time talent's going to come in. And I think this year, Paul Weir finally feels like he has that mesh of emerging talent with guys that have enough in the program that they can lean on the veterans.
Is Vance Jackson the Vance Jackson we saw the last few games of last year? Did he turn a corner? Because that was a different dude. That was the guy that everyone was waiting for early in the year, and he hit his stride the last 2-3 games.
Yeah, I think the growth in Vance Jackson is something that's going to carry over. And I think all these players are going to be a little bit better because they love J.J. Caldwell. There's a lot of expectations on his shoulders. The way the players are reacting to him, the fact that coaches are going to go through the roster, but that's one guy that Paul Weir singled out in both his conversations the last 2 days about what he can bring to the table as that steadying force. Because we've seen guards come in the last couple of years, but they haven't had that go-to guy. Last year it was young. It was Drew Drennan and Keith McGee. Guys kind of getting their feet wet. Well, they think J.J. Caldwell is going to have a quicker transition to being that guy right away.
All right, JJ's out of Balloon Fiesta. We're here warm in studio. Lance is probably out by a tree. What's up, Lance?
Hey, mis tres amigos.
Orale.
Unbelievable interview again. I mean, you just bring out the person. You don't, it's, I don't know. I don't know how you do it, but we get to know Paul Weir through your interviews, not just the coach. And see, that's the thing. let the players enjoy the game. You know, you coach them through practice. You should just do like Bobby Knight. Remember how he just sat there all the time? You know, it was already done. And only in New Mexico can you wake up and see a wild horse looking through your window, wanting more apples, turn on the TV and see a flying pink elephant. So you know where this day is going for me. But yesterday, I had turned on the Sauce and Tram show on Stadium, and shout out to Tommy the Truth. Me and him are both Baller Callers of the Week with our shirts and a nice card. So I sent him some salsa from 505 and from El Pinto. The hot and then the mild. The hot was from El Pinto. Caliendo comes on the set. Brett McMurphy. You know, everybody, the whole show was about the salsa, and then they put the jars right front and center. And Caliendo, it showed him right as he comes on, he's already eaten before he goes on. And he goes, you know, I have friends that do this for competition, but I've never had green chili salsa. This is spectacularly good. And the whole thing, he would stop, you know, the conversation, say, what? You know, and it was so funny, you know, because it was all about the salsa, dude. It was great, man. Caliendo eat my salsa that I sent in here from New Mexico. And, hey, Jefe, do you have a Heisman vote?
I don't. I have a Naismith vote, but I don't have a Heisman vote.
Why don't you get a Heisman vote?
All right, I'll work on that.
Because, I mean, really, as much sports that you've known over the years, I remember a long time ago, it was like 30-something years ago, there you are walking around the pit.
Wasn't that long ago.
With people.
Wasn't that long ago.
You know, it had to be because you had all kinds of hair.
Yeah, I had hair. I did have hair, but it wasn't 30 years ago.
Okay, well, 20 then. Okay,
yeah, I'll give you 20.
I really think you should have a Heisman vote. And, gosh, I wish nothing best for the, you know, Coach Weir. We need a spark in this state, and I don't want to be the guy to go off on the football team. I love him so much. So if I don't talk about him, it's because I'm disappointed. And I only talk about just when it's happy. So I sure hope they get it together tonight. You know, a win for home. And it's been a rough road, and I'm a fan that just my heart and soul bleeds, you know, for them when they lose. It hurts so much, and I never like to jump on that wagon that wants to trash them. I sure hope they win for us tonight. And, you know, I want to do a Lobo Howl. And only me and Rudy would call in JJ's show late at night. We were the only ones at 2 in the morning.
When he was sitting out at the
casino. We would call in. You know, I don't know if they do that anymore. I don't think they do. But you dang right that I'll support them all the way. But
all right, Lance.
If I got nothing good to say, I don't say it at all sometimes, bro.
That's probably best. All right, enjoy the weekend. See you. How about Frank Caliendo eating his salsa?
How about that?
Yeah. That's good. That's good. All right, JJ's at Balloon Fiesta. Who's sponsoring you today?
We're out here thanks to the New Mexico Fermentation Festival. On October 19th, it's from 10 to 4 p.m. at the Gutierrez Hubble House. You can buy your tickets at nmfermentationfest.com. It's a one-of-a-kind festival. It celebrates the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite foods and beverages.
All right, we're going to come back. Top of the hour, we'll talk with Nick Nee. I want to get a little bit more into the baseball. Last night's football, look ahead. Lobos in Colorado State tonight. Certainly can respond more to what Paul Weir had to say. Lots to do. JJ's live watching balloons go up. Bimbo! It's Saturday Drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is now 8:28, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Slapfish. Well, we got busy all of a sudden, so let me go through the list of what you need to worry about. We have an accident eastbound Candelaria, just east of Carlisle, blocking the right lane and shoulder. Also, minor crash on eastbound I-40 near Rio Grande on the shoulder as well. And 2 accidents on westbound I-40, one near Louisiana, that is on the right shoulder, and another crash between Carlisle and University, that one is on the shoulder as well. Celebrate Balloon Fiesta with lunch or dinner at Slapfish Restaurant. This is a foodie paradise with giant burritos, healthy fresh fish bowls, and daily specials, all made to order and served up fast. Now 2 locations, Holly Avenue near Fiesta Park and also at Windrock. And if you see an accident, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
The Jim Rome Show.
The sports animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. This radio station is so amazing. I have been on that station 25 years. I'm really, really grateful for that. Really thankful for that. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
You want to live longer? Eat less meat. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN's chief medical correspondent. Eat fewer animal foods, more plant foods, and lower your risk of cardiovascular disease by 16%. Lower your risk of early death by 25%. All of this according to a new study out of Johns Hopkins. One expert we spoke with said even if you don't go full vegetarian, just altering the proportion of food you eat to skew more toward plant-based foods, the better off you'll be. First, she said they are higher in beneficial nutrients such as fiber, plant fats, potassium, and antioxidants, and lower in potentially harmful nutrients such as animal-based iron, animal fats, and nitrate preservatives. Second, plant-based diets are also linked to healthier body weights, lower inflammation, lower risk of type 2 diabetes, and better blood pressure. All these factors can help protect your heart. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Elevate your Fiesta experience. Visit the Balloon Museum. Dynamic exhibitions, breathtaking views, a unique museum shop. Visit balloonmuseum.com. Only in Albuquerque, the Balloon Museum.
The New Mexico Fermentation Festival is back. This one-of-a-kind festival celebrates the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite foods and beverages. The New Mexico Fermentation Festival, October 19th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Gutierrez Hubble House. nmfermentationfest.com.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper Tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. One of the things I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Lomas or Eubank and Manal.
Right now, the Home Depot makes replacing your old carpet easy with more styles and colors to choose from. There's no better time to buy with free installation on any carpet purchase of $499 or more, all by licensed local pros. Backed for life. Today is the day for doing and saving with free carpet installation only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. For a limited time, $499 minimum purchase required. Typically $699. For license information, visit homedepot.com/license numbers. Valid through November 6, 2019.
You'll never forget your first car. And you certainly will never forget your first car wreck. When this happens to you, you need an attorney who can help you get your car fixed, help you get all the medical attention you need, and help you get all the money you deserve. Don't deal with the insurance companies without an attorney. They have teams of lawyers and adjusters whose sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When you're in a wreck and you need a check, call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
The Jim Rome Show. Up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Brady driving that left side, trying to take it in for the touchdown. He does! Tom Brady, second one of the night on the ground. TB12 has just put the exclamation point on this one. 34-14, New England.
TB12, JJ Buck. Yeah. TB12 with the 6. And 6 and 6 is 12, and TB had 12.
Hey. I like what you did there.
Courtesy of Westwood One, as you heard here on the Sports Animal last night. 35-14. New England over the Giants on Thursday night. Football, I predicted 31-10. 35-14 is pretty much damn right there on the number, wouldn't you
Right
say?
on it, yep.
All right, 2460610. JJ's out at Balloon Fiesta Park watching Baroons go up. Are they all up now? Are you done with the flying baskets of wicker?
There's still quite a bit in the air. They got a competition going on, so the ones that lifted off just north of the field are coming in and doing the targets. They're trying to drop their ribbons or whatever it may be. So the target competition going on just across the way.
Cute little game. That's a good one. Josh found one of you. You're broadcasting. You got some sort of – was that last year's soccer or where's that? Balloon Fiesta. Oh, last year's Balloon Fiesta. Is that my hand right there on the side? Oh, that is me. All right. Look at that. I'm the bald guy. JJ's wearing your Bronco hat.
That's funny.
Yeah, look at that. The bald guy's got no hat on. And JJ's all gloved up.
He pulls back the curtain.
Yeah, look
That's
at that. He's finding all kinds of – where'd you find that,
hey,
dude?
Watch out.
You and me are on the internet, JJ.
We're all over it.
Yeah, we're all over it. All right, JJ's out there. Who you brought to you by? I forgot.
We're brought to you by the New Mexico Fermentation Festival. It's on October 19th from
Why I keep doing that to him?
Gutierrez. You can buy your tickets at nmfermentationfest.com. It's a one-of-a-kind festival. It celebrates the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite food and beverages.
Should be incredible, actually. All right, I got some emails. You want some?
What are the people saying?
Well, let's see. Dan says, Juan Jose, that's you, sounded good on the big stig last night, even though you spent most of the time defending Jeffrey from the attacks of the hosts. What was that? What does that even mean?
What?
Dan said that you sounded good on the big stick last night. I guess you were on with Brandon, right?
Oh, he made a joke.
Baby. Who did? Brandon did?
Yeah.
About?
He's like, your shoulders must be sore from carrying Jeff Siembieda in the morning.
Oh, hey!
Bada-bum-bum.
Yeah, no, you must be sore, dude. Your back's got to hurt from carrying me around all the time. I understand.
For 10 years, 8 years.
So Brandon's taking his shots at me, huh? Oh. Remember one
Big
time,
stick.
like I said something
Big
about
stick ego.
Remember one time, like I mentioned Brandon, and he lost his mind and like got angry at me. Remember what did I say?
Missed that one.
What did I say?
No.
Do you remember what it was, JJ?
I don't.
But do you remember what, like, something I was
don't.
joking about something that Brandon said, and all of a sudden there was like he was angry.
I remember
with
some
me?
other things, but not quite.
Yeah, no, I remember some
any
other
of
things
BV.
too. Yeah, I don't know.
Here
All
we
right, well,
go.
good. I think it's good that you get time on the on the Brandon Vote at Night show. All right, Richard said you knew it was a must-win last night for Lobo volleyball, Jeff, at Bob King Court, because not only was there a massive contingent of chaparrals, never seen so many chaparrals before, they must have even had the practice squad chaparrals out there, but also in the house the square meal deal. All right. Did they win last night? They did not. Josh told me. How the hell did you know, JJ?
No, I saw the email.
Yeah.
Really? About the results.
All right. Yeah, I had other stuff last night. All right. Deutsch said bigger game: Lobo football versus CSU, or he calls them or is it Lobo bigger for Lobo football or CSPU? I think the Rams, Jeff. If CSU loses, their fans are going to be. We just spent almost $250 on a new stadium. We can't even beat the Lobos. Yeah, I don't know that it's bigger for them. I think they're 1-5 and they're done. I think it's bigger for New Mexico.
I would agree with that.
It's
more
a
to play
home
for
game.
the Lobos.
It's a home game. It's you spent the last 2 seasons losing the last 7 in a row. You just lost to Liberty and San Jose State on the road. I think it's a huge game for New Mexico tonight, don't you?
Yeah, and especially Colorado State losing Colin Hill, man, 3 ACL tears in his career. I guess now still, but former starting quarterback for the Rams, and now O'Brien coming in the last few games trying to get them going.
Yeah. All right, get you more. JJ's out at Balloon Fiesta Park and watching the balloons go up. Are there any outside my window still, Josh? You see any out there? Are they all down? All right, we're clear downtown. All right, all clear. All clear. We'll ho at some point. We'll talk with Nick Nee coming up at the top of the hour. Get you a little golf in because everybody wants to play golf when it's 35 degrees outside. But it's going to be 70-something midday today, so I think it's going to be perfect. Hey, fellas, have you found yourself feeling sluggish? Just don't have the energy you used to have? You want to take care of your hair loss, struggling with erectile dysfunction or weight loss? You don't have to struggle anymore. You can call New Male and feel like you again. It's not going to go away by ignoring it, guys, and certainly there's nothing to be ashamed of. Low T, erectile dysfunction, lack of energy, they're all natural when men reach a certain age, but you don't have to accept it. Call New Male at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, and you can feel better. Men everywhere have made the call, and they're enjoying the benefits of New Male's cutting-edge programs. It's the latest treatments, and guys are benefiting everywhere. Guys who are done feeling fatigued, done dealing lack of energy all the time, or erectile dysfunction. Call New Male, 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688. New Male's right here in Albuquerque. The success rate is tremendous. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, depression, tired of being tired, just flat out want to feel better, New Male is for you. Call New Male, 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, and feel better.
And there's some of those yards right there, right up the middle, and he's looking at an easy run, one man to beat, beats him for the touchdown. 45-yard touchdown by Ortiz.
First down and goal from the 10. Play action and a fade to the end zone. And well, there he is.
Block punt. Let's see if the Mustangs can scoop and score. Scoop and score the touchdown with Western New Mexico. Number 20, CJ Bionis. Bauer the play fake. Throwing to Colson in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The hot man, and why not? Looking hot, looking into the end zone, and his second touchdown already.
Post headed in, and that's 2-0. And I think it's Johnson, and it is. So third down and goal, and it's a keeper for Smith. He broke a tackle, and he's into the end.
Holy fumble. Hit by Calhoun. Ball is fumbled.
Head is one, look out, Garcia's loose. Garcia to goal for the lead, 1-0.
Go play action, rolling out to the right. Now he's going to run with it and break some tackles. Lowers his head into the end zone. What a run by Isaiah Chavez. Wow.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang.
What a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. How you living out there, JJ Buck?
Oh, we are living fantastically.
Yeah, you are. How's Austin holding up now?
He fell asleep about 8 o'clock.
Really? In the cold?
Like, I'm out.
No, they're chilling in the RV.
Oh, look at that.
We have.
So is it just chilly in Austin in the RV?
There's the crew. Mandy's out here. Jose out here holding some stuff down.
Who's making the coffee?
No coffee.
What, no coffee? See, I'm so glad I'm in here. If I'd have been out there freezing with no coffee. Really? There's no coffee in the RV?
You would have been cranky.
Not in the RV.
Yeah, that'd have been a struggle for me. All right, 246-0610, come on in. Me and Josue and Josh, we're here in the studio. JJ is out at the Balloon Fiesta, and he's brought to you by the New Mexico Fermentation Festival, right? Is that what it is?
Absolutely. On October 19th, it's from 10 to 4 at the Gutierrez Hubble House. You can buy your tickets at the nmfermentationfest.com. It's a one-of-a-kind festival that celebrates the fermentation and preservation behind many of our favorite foods and beverages.
All right, let's go to the phones. We call it the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Hello, Larry.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, JJ. Hey, Hoser. Just wanted to call in, and I've got my Lobo Cherry Red on today, and I hope we get a lot of people out tonight. Bundle up. There will be some hot chocolate and coffee and whatever to keep you warm. I think we're overdue to beat Colorado State and reverse the momentum. Yeah, just a little bit. So I'll be out there cheering hard. I hope a lot of other people are, and I know you guys will be. If schedules allow and stuff like that. So
schedules allow.
Go Lobos and let's have fun.
They're mad at me around here because the big Cumulus Balloon Fiesta party is today. And, Lobo football doesn't start till 6, and our party starts at 4. I'm like, yeah, I got to go to Lobo football. I got to go by Larry's Tailgate and have a beer. So
priorities.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I feel special.
That's right. I'm coming by your suite and grabbing a beer. That's right.
Sounds good. We'll see you, Jeff.
All right, Larry.
Go Lobos.
Woof, woof, woof. See you. Lobo football. Are you going out to the big party? Oh, you can't. You got radio
No, I'll be
obligations.
working. I'll be in the studio.
Yeah, and I didn't RSVP either. Hoser's working.
You don't have to RSVP. You can just show up.
Oh, because I am who I am?
Absolutely.
I'm the guy who piggybacks on JJ Buck's shoulders and he carries me around.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know. I needed a little extra icy hot this morning.
One day I'm going to learn how to do this thing, and I won't have to be just freaking shuttled all over everywhere I go.
Oh, man.
I know. All right. Well, I appreciate them promoting it. I appreciate Brandon having my chariot on his show yesterday. You are my chariot.
It's about expanding the brand.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Time for another JJ Buck. Get off my rocks. It's from Jeremy. He says, or do I need to change the title to Don't Water the Rocks? He says, was Edward doing a little rock irrigation yesterday? Edward always does rock irrigation.
Open the floodgates.
Always. He says, speaking of the crushed, Jeff, how does his defending world champion liars and cheaters get a schedule like this? It's like the Yankees playing Stig's Orioles and Tigers every other game. It is like that, isn't it? It's like it's exactly like that. All they did, the Yankees played the damn Orioles every night, it seemed, and this is a hell of a schedule.
Shouldn't they be playing a quote-unquote first-place schedule? That's how they, of course, they get the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They get the Texans.
Yeah.
But a lot of things fell their way early in the season.
Yeah, I don't know. Edward responded, boy, that was like the bat signal, dude. It was like literally talking about the liars and the cheaters. And he says, well, the balloons are spectacular this AM. The Crusher actually considered traversing to Balloon Festival. He can't say, he refuses to say Fiesta. Balloon Festival Park to hang with JJ Buck and Young Austin, but it was just too hot this morning. With that, the Crusher is honoring Lobo Lovin' Aaron today with the Lobo Lovin' Aaron 1-star picks. The Crusher is taking the Seahawks -1 to the Browns, taking Vince Ferragamo's Rams -3 over handsome Jimmy G's 49ers, and the Broncos -2 over the field goal choking Titans. Finally, I'm taking the Astros and 6 over the Yankees. Have a great weekend. There you go. All right, fair?
Speaking of field goals, do you think the Patriots are worried
yes.
about their kicking situation?
Yes, I absolutely do. Yes.
Mike Nugent?
Yes. I'm fairly certain they yes. Yes. Bad Street says Lancer's the OD answer, Jeff. He spoke for 5 minutes with nothing to say. He didn't go 5 minutes, but I'm not sure what he said. Something about salsa and Frank Caliendo.
Oh, man. Dude, Lance is the uncle that your parents like, you got to go say hi to him. And then you spend the next 5 minutes figuring out how you can get out of the conversation.
Sounds like a guy that Josh works with over at ProView. What?
Very similar.
What, am I wrong?
No.
Now you guys figure out who it is. I don't even care.
Nail right on the
Am I wrong? All right, you agree. It's on the record. It wasn't just me. But it's just, I mean, that's hot. Les says, want to reply to Larry. Jeff, want to bet they run out of hot chocolate by the second quarter at University Stadium? Stop it, man.
Hopefully not.
Come on, man. Why you got to do that? Why you got to be that guy? They might, though. I
there you go. Bring a new promotion. Bring your own hot chocolate.
Bring your own thermos. Are you playing any music? Are we going to talk golf when we come back?
We sure can.
Isn't the President's Cup like days away? When do I get the President's Cup? Isn't it soon? Well, we'll talk to Nick about that. Nick Nee, the head pro over at the beautiful San Diego Golf Club, coming up next. It's the opening.
Miss those white pants.
Oh, they'll always be there. I don't think he wears them after Labor Day anyway.
No?
I'm not certain.
I think he said he was game for it.
All right, he might. We're on ProView Networks. We're out live at Balloon Fiesta Park. JJ with a great picture that you just found of you now. You should see some of these shots. You look
I'm going to watch it back for
You
sure.
look like a hot air balloon. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Radio Network. The Patriots and Giants kicked off Week 6 at Gillette Stadium Thursday night. Sony Michel took Tom Brady's first pass of the game for 19 yards, and in doing so, Brady passed Peyton Manning into second all-time on the passing yardage list. Patriots take advantage of 3 Daniel Jones interceptions to improve to 6-0, a 35-14 win, the final score. Meanwhile, Patriots owner Robert Kraft on NFL Network Thursday night suggested Rob Gronkowski's retirement might not be so permanent.
We all love Gronk, and I think the bottom line is he hasn't put his retirement papers in, so we can always pray and hope.
Gronk is now a member of the Fox studio crew, and he said Thursday that he'll always keep the door open. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
If you can't seem to stay ahead of your bills, then this message is for you. How would you like to have a large portion of your credit card debt, medical bills, and department store debt forgiven? National Credit Card Relief would like to give you free information on a proven debt forgiveness program. This program has been used by thousands to legally forgive millions in unsecured debt. It's not bankruptcy. It's not consolidation. This special program actually wipes clean the portion of your debt that is forgiven from what you owe your creditors. Call for free information and get all your questions answered in the first free call. The more you owe, the more you can save. If you have at least $10,000 or more in credit card bills, this debt forgiveness program can be very effective. Call for free information and find out more now. 800-291-6670. There is no cost or obligation for the information. Don't wait. Call 800-291-6670. That's 800-291-6670. Get your debt problem solved. Call 800-291-6670 today. Not available.
The Dan Patrick Show.
We're saying there's a chance Tiger is going to be competitive. Well, he competed last year. He won his major this year. Did Father Time actually catch up with Tiger from April at Augusta to now?
Weekdays at 1, the Sports Animal.
In most situations, it's easy to debate who is the greatest of all time. But when you need collision repair, there's only one clear GOAT. Quan's has won a Best of the City award for the past 6 years straight. Don't go to any collision repair shop. Go to the Better Collision Repair Shop at Quan's Auto Body. Our award-winning customer service and certified collision repair makes Quan's better than the competition. Make the better choice and visit Quan's Auto Body in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
Hey Lobo fans, the Lobo football team will host Colorado State under the lights in a special Friday night game on October 11th at 6 p.m. It will be educator night and we will be recognizing the hard work of some of Albuquerque's finest teachers. Make sure to reserve your spot as the Lobos take on their Mountain West rivals. Get your tickets at golobos.com/tickets or by calling 925-5626. We'll see you there. Go Lobos!
Right now at VisionWorks, when you buy one complete pair of glasses, you get a second free. That means you could get a pair of glasses and a free pair of prescription sunglasses. So you don't have to do the thing where you wear your glasses under your sunglasses when you drive. Or you can get a pair of glasses and a free second pair with different frames. Or a free backup pair. Or maybe another scenario we didn't think of. No matter what, when you buy one pair of glasses, you get one free at VisionWorks. VisionWorks. See the difference. Offer expires 10/24. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
I'm not a big talker. I am a big doer. But sometimes the only way to solve the problem is to get on the horn and figure it out. So the only people I like talking to? Grainger. With knowledgeable product experts, ready with the answers to my toughest questions, calling Grainger is the one conversation I don't mind having. From machining and motor parts to valves and vacuum pumps. When it comes to solving my problems, Grainger's got my back. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. After you've been hurt in a car wreck, you wouldn't want to settle for getting half your car fixed. So why would you settle for getting half a check? The insurance companies have teams of adjusters and lawyers, and their sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your case. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't be a victim twice. Call us at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque, the sports animal.
Well, I don't care that it was 34 degrees this morning because it's going to be 70-something and perfect this afternoon. I'm not done playing. Nor is JJ Buck. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ's out at Balloon Fiesta Park. Hoser, me, and Josh are all inside the friendly confines of Radio Ranch. Glad you're with us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal, watching us on ProView Networks and all of their platforms. Do you have a picture of Nick? And you got him in his, what is that, a blue vest? What's he wearing? Which picture are you going to use? I bet he's wearing white pants with that. So we're going to talk golf. The Houston Open is where the pros are this week. Peter Malnati, along with Austin Cook and Taylor Gooch. All the big names are out. -8. Robert Garrigus is there at -7. And we're getting closer and closer to the President's Cup. Let's get out to the beautiful Sandia Golf Club. We've been doing this every Friday since April. This is going to be the last one for this season, and then we'll start up, I'm assuming, again in April. But it's one of my favorite times of the week. We catch up with the head golf professional out at Sandia Golf Club. He is Nick Nee. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing well. How are you doing this morning?
Excellent, thank you. Do you wear the white pants after Labor Day?
I do. I'm not into that. I don't know, myth or fashion.
JJ's back.
No, you
fab,
do
I guess. I wear them all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's all what looks good once you kind of put it on. It's that look good, feel good. If we take a peek in that mirror and we look good, rock them.
You always look good. I mean,
rock them while you got them.
You got the golf pro body. You got the swagger. No, you got it. And then you get all the cool swag, right? I mean,
absolutely.
You should see the picture that's up right now. It's kind of a turquoise vest that you're wearing with a little gray shirt underneath. You are a stallion. All right, what's going on? When do I get President's Cup? Isn't it coming up on me any day now?
I don't think I thought it was in December here.
Oh, it is going in December. That's right, because it's going to be down in Australia, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's when they get summer down there. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be perfect down there for them. I know they've kind of taken a couple of trips from just some social media posts that I've seen, but it's going to shape up to be fantastic. I mean, again, I know we've talked about it, but if you look at obviously the United States team and what they have on the international side, you could have some fantastic matchups. You know, you got Cameron Smith and Abraham Anser that I would assume play together, kind of some young studs, and then we got kind of I would say almost a veteran crew on the American side, or the United States team, rather.
Yeah,
there's not really too much young blood in that. I mean, Xander would be, I guess, considered the quote-unquote young blood in our group of 8.
Yeah, no, our young bloods are becoming veterans now. You start looking at the Rickies and the Justin Thomases and the Jordan Spieths, and they've been doing it for 4, 5, 6 years now, and they're not super young blood anymore, and there's even younger guys coming up, and we're watching them. Your game's in a good place. I really believe, and it's funny. I think we're seeing the evolution of the Tiger effect, right? Because 20 years ago, 18 years ago, 15 years ago, when these kids were just getting into the game, we're seeing the generation now that grew up watching Tiger. They're different looking golfers. There's more of them, and they're just so incredibly skilled.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one to tell you that he's happy to he wants to compete, but at the same time he understands that he's got to eventually pass the torch, and what better way to have some of this. I mean, now you get the young blood that you will, that's now transforming into a veteran state, and they're starting to kind of take the torch of carrying on. They're not going to have the Tiger effect like he has. I don't know, we'll ever see that again, in my opinion, but when you got guys like Ricky, who's in tune with kind of the business side, or the fashion rather, of the apparel, but also can play the game and can carry that. You got guys like Rory now that's an ambassador for PGA Junior League, and you got LPGA women that are taking that as well. I think it's just the evolution of it, and I agree. I think it is in a great state. I think golf is in a fantastic position in that they've made a ton of efforts in junior golf, and that's going to pay dividends here in about 5 to 10 years, where we're going to see the growth of golf. It might be stagnant now, it might be kind of leveling off, but as we progress down the road, we're going to start to see those numbers hopefully increase in our business.
Nick Mee is the head PGA professional at San Diego Golf Club. Have you seen a difference? So you're super tied in with the junior PGA and the youth now. When you were playing youth golf, and you're a young man, so it wasn't that long ago, do you see a huge difference in the quantity of quality young golfers now than you did 15-ish years ago when you were coming up?
Absolutely. I mean, I think if it was very few that you would have kind of these juniors come out and they were, self-motivated. Parents wanted to be in it, and you kind of saw Tiger, and that's kind of what started it, and then you kind of had that dip. But now you have kids that can pull from a bunch of these tour professionals, but then be able to kind of make their own way in the game. There's a lot of avenues for them to play, and you didn't see that in the past. So now that you have PGA Junior League, now that you have our local Sun Country Junior Tour and the satellite events, they can go down to El Paso and play in U.S. Kids Tour events. They can travel and play in AJGA events. There's a lot of avenues for these kids to go down that is benefiting the game of golf as a whole. If you want to be ultra competitive and play your own ball and play against kind of more skilled athletes, there's an avenue for that. If you want to play in a team golf atmosphere like PGA Junior League that we've talked a lot about in the shows, there's that avenue. And when you have those outlets for these kids to go to, it's going to foster development, it's going to foster enjoyment in the game, and it's going to foster the motivation for them to get better and maybe get to that competitive tour, whatever that may be. And then hopefully they go on to play high school golf, and then they go on to maybe play small college golf, or they just continue to play golf, and then they'll have kids, and they can share that excitement with their kids and create that kind of cycle of golf that hopefully we again pay dividends here in the next 10, 15, 20 years and down the road after that. But with all the avenues, it's hard for them not to play golf and enjoy it because there's so many outlets for them.
JJ, I think it's time to wake up Austin and put a golf club in his hand.
Absolutely. I think we can go right up the road after this and get some putts in.
You're right there. All right, Nick, final golf tip of the year?
I got kind of, as we get into that winter time, we've all seen and we all have been there, that regression point or where we regress coming out of winter because we just haven't flat touched the club. So I got kind of that KISS method to keep it simple, and we can add the last S word to it, but keep everything simple. We use an acronym called GASP out here: grip, aim, stance, and posture. As we practice in the winter, conditions aren't what they are in the summer, so keep everything simple. Check our grip, check our alignment, check your stance, check your posture. We don't have to be outside to do that. We've gone over tips of swinging inside a door frame to make sure our backside or our glutes, if you will, are connected to that door frame to maintain our spine angle. Put a mat in the garage and just work on some tempo. And then when we actually can get to a golf course, make sure we're checking our alignment, making sure our ball position is where it needs to be. And then where we'll see that pay off is come April when our season starts and we kick back up. We won't have as big of a regression because we haven't taken the time off, but we've also focused on the fundamentals. So keep it simple: grip, aim, stance, and your posture. Make sure we're checking all that through the winter. Get out and play when you can, but if you can't get out and practice, keep it simple and work on the fundamentals.
Take advantage of those 50-degree days when we have them and there's sunshine. Go out and maybe, if you can, take a trip to Hawaii and go play golf.
Don't tempt me with a good time. I'm in.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, go find a trip and go get warm. All right, just because these are done doesn't mean you guys are done. And San Diego Golf Club is going to be there for you all throughout the year. We get to play golf year-round around here, so I don't want you to forget about them. Let people know what's going on out there and all the great things that you've got going.
Yeah, absolutely. Big picture, we'll go into our off-season rates that Monday after Thanksgiving. But through this month, we still are offering that buy one, get one free Twilight. You can come by the Rio Grande Arts and Crafts Festival here this weekend down there with you, JJ, at the Bloom Park. Go by the Siembieda booth. You can grab a coupon book. You get that buy two, get one free, buy one, get one free in the Twilight times. That's 1 o'clock or later. That's all week long. It's all the way through the end of October. So go get that. If you want to stop in the golf shop, tell them Nick sent you, and we'll get you a coupon book here as well. So 3 areas you can pick up that to benefit that Twilight, and obviously the warmest part of the day, you can buy one Twilight, get one free, and play some golf through the end of this month.
798-3990 is the number out there. You can get it all at sandiagolf.com. Download their app. Hey, I can't tell you how much I enjoy this, and you know, I'm a golfer and I watch golf and I play, but I get so many comments about how your tips have helped people's game. And I told Matt this when we started years ago. I didn't know how golf tips were going to work on the radio, and people are getting a lot out of it. I think the banter is great. I love that we get to talk golf, and I so wholeheartedly appreciate the partnership and how well you do this. You're fantastic at this, and I enjoy the conversation. I'm going to miss talking to you every Friday, but we'll talk as the off season's on. But look forward to doing it again next year. And Nick, you contributed a ton to our show. The content has been great, and I appreciate all that you've done over the last 6 months.
Yeah, I can't thank you all enough for giving Sandy a platform to talk golf. We love golf out here, and I hope that it helps people. And if there's more help that we can be to the game of golf, it just benefits us as a whole, benefits our community. And again, I thank you. I thank JJ and the team over there for giving us the platform to share some golf, because we can't talk it enough out here, and we hope everyone enjoys it. But big kudos to your guys' show. Again, I enjoy listening to it. If it's not golf, I listen to it on my way in. So you guys do a great job. Appreciate the ability to talk and the opportunity to talk to y'all.
I'll see you soon. Let's do it again next year. We'll start up in April right around the Masters.
Absolutely, will do.
All right, enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
You too. He is Nick Nee, the head golf professional out there. And JJ, I know I'm certainly more into golf than most, but I think you've gotten stuff out of it, and I think we've been doing those segments for a number of years now, and I think they're terrific.
Oh, yeah, you're right on. Nick is very passionate. He does a great job of presenting that energy, those golf tips, and it fires you up. It makes you want to get out there. I know there's a lot of people that when we do these conversations night or morning just counting down like, man, I'm off at whenever, and I'm going to the golf course.
Yep, maybe I should too. All right, JJ's live out of Balloon Fiesta Park. We'll go back to your phone calls. I got some emails to get to. I want to get into the baseball. Lobos tonight. We've got football from last night, Cherry Silver basketball coming up tomorrow. Just a ton to do. Us and you on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
And there's some of those yards right there, right up the middle, and he's looking at an easy run, one man to beat, beats him for the touchdown. 45-yard touchdown by Ortiz.
First down and goal from the 10. Play action and a fade to the end zone. And well, there he is.
Block punt. Let's see if the Mustangs can scoop and score. Scoop and score the touchdown with Western New Mexico. Number 20, CJ Bionis. Bauer to the play fake. Throwing to Colson in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The hot man, and why not? Looking hot, looking into the end zone, and his second touchdown already.
Pulls, headed in, and that's 2-0. And I think it's Johnson, and it is. So third down and goal, and It's a keeper for Smith. He broke a tackle, and he's into the end.
Holy fumble. Hit by Calhoun. Ball is fumbled.
Head is one, look out, Garcia's loose. Garcia to goal for the lead, 1-0.
Go play action, rolling out to the right. Now he's going to run with it and break some tackles. Lowers his head into the end zone. What a run by Isaiah Chavez. Wow.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Don't.
American Stigalo sitting in for Carlisle today. You ready to go? Can you go bimbo? Bimbo! Can you? Can you bimbo? I love this song. Best thing Joe Gonzalez ever did. Like, period.
The legacy lives on.
Don't you think?
Joe Gonzalez.
You think I'm wrong, JJ?
It just gets the people going.
Ah, that was a good hoe. All right, JJ's out of Balloon Fiesta Park where balloons went up today. Oh, that's a good picture.
They did.
Little Denver Nuggets old school hat, a little selfie with a couple balloons behind
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's the one I was finally able to get through.
Is that from today?
Cell phone. That's,
Is that what you look like today?
That was about 10 minutes ago.
That's you today? It looks like you like years ago. You don't look like
you. Know the 37-degree weather will do that to you.
Oh, yeah, that's probably right. It makes you a little chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going up to Laramie in 2 weeks. It should be nice and warm up there.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. All right, we got football tonight. JJ starts the pregame show at 5 o'clock over on the Big Stick on KKOB. Football 6 o'clock tonight, and it's Lobos in Colorado State. Lobos. So talk a little about Colorado State. We've talked a lot about the Lobos, JJ. CSU's got their own struggles. They're going through quarterbacks. They're 1-5. I mean, you can tell me they're two desperate teams, and I'm going to agree with you. And I don't, you can make your argument of who needs it. It really doesn't matter who needs it more. But that's a team that this is gigantic for them too.
Yeah, I think the big question is Warren Jackson, their 6'6" standout wide receiver. He's missed the last 2 games because if he plays, he's going to be a problem. But O'Brien's the guy that stepped up the last couple games since Colin Hill tore his ACL. They have players at specific positions. Like they always have talent, but they just have not been able to put it together. And the Lobos, it's just about them. They have to find anything, whether it's Sharon Jones, Savaka offensively in that first half. Because the last thing they need is that frustration to boil over offensively. And then who knows how long the defense is going to be at a point where we think they're playing pretty good. Like, they've given themselves a chance. You can look at the numbers and what Love did last week, but there are so many moments where that easily could have been a 40-something game, and they just gave up 6 points in that second half. And that's what you just need a chance. So it's on the offense to respond tonight.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I know they're going to try to establish the running game and whatever that means. And it's another thing that leads me towards Sharon, right? If you're going to tell me you've got to establish the running game, which is what you and everybody else tells me, I think you're right. Who establishes the running game better, Sharon or Tavaka?
Well, it's going to be – they're going to run the football with whatever quarterback.
Understood.
But to have that added explosiveness, it's Sharon Jones.
Yeah, I'm all on the Sharon train. I'm not telling you I think he's great. I'm not telling you that he's going to win you a national championship. I'm just telling you what I've seen of the two options. One guy put up points, and the other guy didn't. They both turned the ball over. They both struggled. I'm probably going with the guy who's putting up points.
Yeah, you don't have great confidence in either right now in the passing game, but if you're focusing on creating big plays. The last two games, I think the number, it's like 84 rushing attempts combined the last two games for the Lobos. So the guy that can execute that, can add that wow element himself is Jones.
Yep. All right, if you want to get in, 246-0610, you can do that, 888-922-0610. Lobo football tonight. You got Cherry and Silver. We had the baseball game 5, Astros beating up on the Rays last night. Tyler Glasgow tipping pitches, and the Astros getting 4 runs in the first and putting that thing away early. Garrett Cole was terrific for Houston. So you can get in on all of that. What we got over the weekend, 35-14 was the number last night in Foxborough. The Patriots turned back the Giants in a weird Thursday night football game as well. Tommy had 2 rushing touchdowns to set an NFL mark for the oldest man to ever score 2 rushing touchdowns in one NFL game. Another mark for Tommy. You can send emails, Jeff at 610knml.com or JJ at 610knml.com. Lobo Hobo said, what a hoe, Jeff. It's like you go into a hoe trance. And he says, I agree. HR Tough and Stuff's professional career peaked with the hoe. I don't know. I mean, he was very good. Very, very good. But, it is what it is. All right, what else you got out there? Anything? I keep hearing the bimbo thing. They're still spinning the bimbo wheel?
They're still spinning. That line is long.
Well, because they're giving out a free snack, right?
You get free snacks. They're giving away bears. If you land on one of the bimbo things, man.
I'd be bummed if
everybody's a winner, right?
I'd be bummed if I got the bear instead of a snack.
Yeah, I want the snack cake.
Sure. And what am I going to do with this?
Well, there's a lot of kids in line trying to shoot for that bear, but the food stands, the merchandise tents all popping now that the balloons are done.
Yep. All right. We had Paul Weir on at 8 o'clock this morning. Of course, Cherry Silver game in the pit tomorrow. Usually, JJ, when I get we have Paul Weir, it elicits a response from Jason, correct?
It usually does.
Good morning, OD in the AM. That gym teacher segment is brought to you by, quote, nails on a chalkboard, end quote, and Good Ride Tires. First in flipping tires, blah, blah, blah. Didn't we hear the same thing last year? Talented team, expectations. I did find Weir's quote, there were players who received undeserved accolades who hadn't done anything. Interesting. Kind of sounds like the program he coaches. That's so funny. Your coach smacks your program, who has more, and then he says, who has more fans this weekend? Lobo football or an inter-squad scrimmage in the monument to mediocrity? Who knew UNM was the new BYU? 24-year-old seniors? Where do they do their missions? Crimsonally, Jason. All right. Lobo fans for years have beat up on BYU for having 24-year-old seniors.
And just look at the rosters, because you know what? New Mexico State's got the transfers too, and it's a benefit if you can do it.
New Mexico State's got a good who's better? Those games should be really good, shouldn't they? The Aggie Lobo games? Like who do you think?
Hope if you're UNM this year.
Who do you think is better?
You still got to go to the Aggies, because this is right now, it's hype season. It's on paper, it's looking good, this and that, and everything that Jason says about working out right now is true. You got to show it on the basketball court, and right now New Mexico State, has the scoreboard over the Lobos.
Well, the Aggies have have almost everything back from a 30-win team, right? Oh, who'd they beat? Well, they beat you twice. Oh, geez, sorry. Right? I mean, isn't that the conversation? Well,
Yes.
they play in that league. Yeah, okay, but you played them twice. How'd you do? And probably lost by a lot down there. Wasn't it 35 points down there? Was that the 100-65
that
game?
was that week in which it was New Mexico State, then St. Mary's.
Yeah, how'd that go? So I look at the rosters, and I think, I think New Mexico's good, and I think they're talented, and that's why I think the games are going to be terrific. But wouldn't you still have to give the edge just because they're proven and they've played together to New Mexico State?
Right now, yes.
Well, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Those games are going to be good, though. The Aggie Lobo games in the pit and down in Las Cruces. Bimbo! I think they're going to be really, really good. We had hoops over or yesterday. Did you see Steph go for 40 last night? Does that mean anything?
Yes, because that's going to be him all year. It's Steph Curry. All right, D'Angelo Russell's there. Cool beans. He's just going to be passing to Steph Curry without Kevin Durant, without Klay Thompson. We're going to see a lot of nights like that. I think, like, scoring-wise, Steph is in for, like, a Russell Westbrook type of season.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
They're going to play. They're going to play fast. They're going to move the basketball. But who else is taking those shots?
Well, Russell will, but to your point, no Klay Thompson, no Kevin Durant. Draymond's still there. What will they look like? Like, I'm not ready to dismiss them. I know some people are. I'm not ready to dismiss them at all. And I think Klay comes back probably in February. Would you guess? Makes them pretty
potentially,
good. Yeah.
And see if what he's going to be right away off the knee injury. I'm not expecting a lot initially. They're not going to be a bad team, but they're not going to be first in the Western Conference. And I think that's still a dramatic drop for what they are. And I think that's what a lot of people were thinking is for them. It's always just been boom, they're the best team in the Western Conference. They were quote unquote the unbeatable squad that they had rolling out there, but then you're coming off losing the finals, those injuries in the finals, now a completely new look basketball team. The West is stacked. They're going to be competing for a playoff spot, but it's still going to be 6 through 8 for the Warriors, I think.
Well, that's probably where they're going to be because of what their roster looks like for the first bunch of months. All right, we can talk hoops as well. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Got time for your calls. Your emails come in to Jeff at 610knml.com or JJ at 610knml.com. He's out at Balloon Fiesta Park. I want to tell you about IPS because IPS is a security company I trust to watch my home. I know you see their vehicles around town all the time. They're everywhere. IPS, what are they? Well, that's who they are. They protect my home. They protect a lot of businesses because the police simply don't have enough numbers to respond to all the home break-ins, all the alarms, all the crime that's going on. IPS responds to alarms at homes which they monitor, typically within 5 to 7 minutes of the alarm going off, with armed, trained security personnel. Honestly, what good's an alarm if nobody's going to respond? And the answer is it really isn't worth that much to you. IPS responds quickly. Hundreds of homeowners and business owners in Albuquerque and Santa Fe rely on IPS to protect their property. If you've got a trip coming up, and I know the holiday season's coming up, and you've got trips coming up, and certainly with all the deliveries you're going to have, IPS will look after your home. Move your trash cans to the curb and back on garbage day. Pick up your newspapers, your mail. Call them at 897-2420. 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com. Those vehicles you see in your neighborhood, that means someone on your street refuses to be a victim of property crime. Don't wait until something bad happens. Let IPS secure what's valuable to you. Call them at 897-2420. opening drive on ProView Networks at 95.9 FM at AM 610. The Sports Animal. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck live at Balloon Fiesta Park. Josh is here producing for you on the ProView Networks and getting pictures of JJ Buck off the internet.
I'm really excited to go back and watch the show this morning.
Well, look at this one now. So he found one with you. Remember when you had that purple mohawk that wasn't really straight?
Yep.
It wasn't straight. Like, I never really noticed it. He's got the picture. It's over your right side.
Oh, you notice it in photos for sure.
Dude, like, who did that for you? Did you do it yourself?
I don't even remember.
Did you lose a bet or you went for that?
That's a good
No,
one.
I just did things.
Yeah, I just did so. I just had crazy side. I didn't want it to be straight.
Well,
man.
just because my son, lately he's been like, he's got some friends that dyed their hair, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, I want to dye my hair." I'm like, "Well, they got blonde hair. You have dark hair. I don't know how good it would come out." You know?
Hey, go with the fuchsia like JJ did. It's good. It's good. All right, 2460610. Steve's in on Jason. He said, Jeff, Jason sounds a little butthurt about Coach Weir leaving for what even Coach Menzies and other pundits call a better job. Do you think that NMSU will win their first NCAA tournament game since 1970 this year? Will they get their first ever Sweet 16 that wasn't vacated this year? Will they make it to the tourney, or will Grand Canyon win the WAC tournament? It's from Steve. There's a lot of questions in there. All right, so I don't know if they're going to win their first game. It's going to depend on who they play and what their seed is. They're not going to be any higher than a 12 seed coming out of that league. And I don't know, when was the last time New Mexico won a game? It's been a few years. It's been more recent than New Mexico State. I guess let me just save Jason, an Aggie fan, the question. Will the Lobos beat the Aggies for the first time in 5 tries or 6 tries? Right? Is that the response?
Yeah, that's going to be the response.
By the way, will Grand Canyon win the WAC tournament?
I'm still on New Mexico State. Grand Canyon can keep being the hype, that next team. Oh, wow, look at your fan base. It's an awesome environment. Yeah, show me something.
That's good. No, they got a wonderful gym and a wonderful fan base, and, yeah, that's good. Good for them. All right, 2460610 is how you get in today. 888-922-0610. You see your boy Jacob Nix. Do you know who that is? Hoser,
No.
Jacob Nix is...
Who is that?
The backup quarterback for Colorado State, number 2 guy tonight on their depth chart. Jacob Nix is the guy who is in second place, 1 stroke off the lead at the PGA stop in Houston. Jacob Nix is a pitcher for the San Diego Padres, or Jacob Nix is the goaltender for the Vancouver Canucks.
Ooh, I'm going to go Canucks.
All right, JJ, do you even know?
My guess will be Canucks.
Jacob Nix is a San Diego Padres pitcher charged with criminal trespassing after he allegedly broke into a home in Arizona through the doggy door.
This sounds familiar.
What are you doing in the off season? Well, he's 23 years old and he's playing in the Arizona Fall League, so he's down there working on his craft. The Padres are aware of the incidents and they take it seriously. Here's the report from the ABC station in Phoenix says, quote, the homeowner reported to police that a man, later identified as 23-year-old Jacob Nix, entered his home through a doggy door. The homeowner confronted Nix, kicking him 1 time in the face as he's coming in through the doggy door.
Ouch.
So then another 23-year-old guy named Thomas Cosgrove, reached through the doggy door and pulled Nix out of the house, right? So the 2 of these guys fled, and the homeowner reached through the doggy door, and he tasered the pitcher in the back and struck him in the back.
In the face and tasered?
Yeah, he tasered him, and that's exactly how that worked.
How drunk was he?
I'm waiting on that. How drunk or high was he? He's a minor league pitcher. He spent last year single A. Yeah, that's probably where he's going to max
that's a Chad Kelly situation where you just got to be just blasted, and then you walk into the wrong house and like, oh no, you're beating me up with a vacuum.
That's exactly what it was. Didn't your boy Chad Kelly end up with a job somewhere?
He was with the Colts, but they released him.
Did they release him too?
I don't know if they picked him back up because he had to serve a 2-game suspension to start the season.
All right. Did you see Dougie out there? Did you see take Dougie out at Balloon Fiesta today?
Did not see Hot Take Dougie earlier.
He's here now, but he has no headphones.
Chico
Do we have headphones
Suave, Carlos and Kiki were out here. There's some headphones.
Oh yeah, he found him now. He found him. He's sitting here like looking at me because he's got something to say. He's wearing his Balloon Fiesta shirt and he's plugging in his headphone. Like he's on a mission too. He's like, how do I plug these damn things? All right, which side? All right, say hi to JJ. No, you can talk into the microphone first. You pick one. I don't care.
There we go.
All right, say hi to JJ.
JJ, how you doing?
Good, man. What's up?
Starting to warm up. I just got back. Freezing out there.
Yes, I heard it was chilly this morning. Winter hit, huh?
I heard you talking about the guy crawled in through the doggy door.
Yeah.
So he got caught in the house?
No, he was coming through as he was coming through the doggy door. A guy kicked him in the face, and so his buddy pulled him back out through the doggy door, and then the owner tased him.
Okay, because I was going to say if I was him, if he got caught, I would have just started barking and going and stayed in character the whole time, and then maybe they would have just thought it was like a bad thing with Xanax or some go to sleep.
Here's
medicine.
a guy who's way too high coming in through my doggy door. I know. Hold on, I got to go to the phones. Jorge, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How you living?
Hey, it's Jorge or George, otherwise known.
Yeah, whichever you like, man. I mean,
well, your staff couldn't spell George.
No, I said Jorge.
So I spelled Jorge for him, but
Jorge.
I told him I was proudly illiterate in 3 languages.
I am too.
So
I am too.
Yeah, English, Spanish, and sign language.
All right.
So anyway, the Stars #1, most valuable franchise in the world.
All right.
I called a couple
We're
weeks ago.
on a 2-game losing streak.
I was going to tell you all that we were going to lose 3 of the next 4, but oh well.
Well, you were right.
I was calling actually to talk about Kaepernick.
Go ahead.
It's really a shame, in my book, to see what's happened to this young man. I go back. I was a young man in the 60s, and Muhammad Ali came up, and I remember listening to his title fight against Sonny Liston on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Before the day of closed circuit, even, guys.
Got it.
They used to have the heavyweight championship bouts on the radio. And, of course, he had come out on the Ed Sullivan Show, which was a big deal back in the day.
It was.
And done his poetry and stuff. And, that man paid with 3.5 years of his life and income with the horrible, improper actions of the U.S. government and stripping him of his right to speak out as an American, and his right that we supposedly have all fought for, our freedom.
Yeah.
Our freedom of speech. Well, I'm just saying, he paid for it. And Kaepernick's paying for it.
He is.
And to me,
but in a different way.
He
He's paying for it in a different way, though. Collins certainly has not been incarcerated. Collins making a living. Collins making money. He's got his Nike sponsorship.
Ali was never incarcerated.
Okay.
In fact, I got a chance to meet him while he was suspended. I don't know if you all remember this since you were around, but Dave Gregory did a run across America to fight hunger. And Muhammad Ali accompanied him most of the way across the United States. He wasn't running. He was in an RV. And they were at the Civic Plaza.
I do not.
As part of the rally running across the U.S., and I got a chance to actually meet the champ and Dick Gregory. But I'm just telling you guys, I mean, I think 20 years from now, unfortunately, people are going to look back and see what an injustice has been done to Kaepernick. Anyway, I know this is a sports show.
Yeah.
And so you guys brought Kaepernick up, and I wanted to let you know that I think that it's kind of sad. But in any event, my Cowboys are in a little bit in trouble again, and I don't know. I got not too good a feeling. The next 2-3 weeks maybe lose another couple, and if we do, I don't know how we're going to make the playoffs. So anyway, thank you all.
All right, see you, Jorge.
You bet.
See you. All right, go ahead. You don't have anything?
I'd be worried if I was the Cowboys, too.
Yeah.
The NFC's stacked. At this point, you already have to start thinking about you got 2 wild cards. You might not win your own division, and if you don't take out the Eagles in the division, you might have a hard time even finding a wild card. The NFC North is stacked. Yeah, you've got the Rams and the Seahawks. Both of them probably going to be in the playoffs.
Don't forget the Niners.
I think it is already time to worry if you're a team like Dallas in the NFC.
Like your team. All right, you want to stick around? I got to take a break.
Sure.
JJ, you want to stick around, or are you out of here?
Oh, I'll be here.
All right, your kid awake yet?
Yeah, they're walking around now, enjoying the
beautiful.
festivities.
All right, still cold?
It's still chilly.
Dougie looks like he was weather beaten this morning. He does. He looks tired. He got up really early this morning, fought traffic. It's a good time. We'll wrap it up. Dougie's here. JJ's there. We're all here. You can be here as well. It's the opening drive on ProView Networks at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
And there's some of those yards right there, right up the middle, and he's looking at an easy run, one man to beat, beats him for the touchdown. 45-yard touchdown by Ortiz.
First down and goal from the 10. Play action and a fade to the end zone. And well, there he is.
Block punt. Let's see if the Mustangs can scoop and score. Scoop and score to touchdown with Western New Mexico. Number 20, CJ Bionis. Bauer the play fake. Throwing to Colson in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The hot man, and why not? Looking hot, looking into the end zone, and his second touchdown already.
Pulse headed in, and that's 2-0. And I think it's Johnson, and it is. So third down and goal, and it's a keeper for Smith. He broke a tackle, and he's into the end.
Holy fumble. Hit by Calhoun. Ball is fumbled.
Head is one, look out, Garcia's loose. Garcia to goal for the lead, 1-0.
Go play action, rolling out to the right. Now he's going to run with it and break some tackles. Lowers his head into the end zone. What a run by Isaiah Chavez. Wow.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut!
We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our sixth-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters! It's like it never happened!
Okay, let's take her home. JJ, who's brought you out there today?
Me, is live here at the Balloon Fiesta thanks to the New Mexico Fermentation Festival. It's on October 19th. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Gutierrez Hubble House. You can buy your tickets at nmfermentationfest.com. And what is this? It's a one-of-a-kind festival. It celebrates
what is this?
The fermentation and preservation behind
Is
many
it
of
velvet?
our favorite food and beverages.
Doug and Duran were out there today over on Magic. Who were you sponsored by?
We were sponsored by a very fine company that does a great business here in the area.
You should really check them out.
All right, you guys will be back
Gotta go
up there again today. Ren wants to know, 4 p.m. Cumulus party for 6 p.m. Lobo football. He says, Jeff, why would your company schedule a party 2 hours before Lobo football? It's kind of an awkward time. It's going to be tough to go to both. For those of us that don't get off work until 5, trying to get to Branch Field by the time you get home in rush hour traffic, put on a heavy attire, inhale a quick meal, head out the door. It's going to be impossible to get there for a 6:05 tip, so I have a feeling I'll be watching from a warm living room tonight where the only thing cold is the beer. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's an option for you. I don't know. So it was chilly out there, and
do you think the cold weather is going to have an effect on the crowd tonight?
Sure.
People like that?
Sure. It's not going to be that damn cold. It's going to be in the 50s when it gets to the low tonight. It's going to get up to 70-something today, and then cool off in the mid-50s. It's not that cold.
I agree. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I've lived in cold places.
Steph stole a glove from a kid out there today.
She was freezing like a lot of people, underdressed, and found a dirty little kid's glove laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, not even a nice, just some cheap glove, and she picked it up and put it right on her hand.
Wow.
JJ, are people dressed for this out there? Did you see everybody out there just freezing?
I would say the majority of people showed up dressed for the occasion.
All right. Yeah.
Properly.
Big Dougie did. All right. Did you want to talk about Kaepernick? Is that what you want to talk about?
No, I think we covered all that.
Did you really? Did you cover it?
I think that story's been put to bed, right?
I don't. Well, according to the last caller, no. Jorge says he should be. He's getting robbed of his whatever.
The situation is just that we're going to look back on this time and like,
do you think
what
so?
Could have been. I think there will be an element of that 15, 20 years
You
from now.
think there's an Ali effect to this?
I don't think it's not going to be Muhammad Ali like that level of it, but people will look back and be like, he really just couldn't play football after that. They just wouldn't let him play quarterback, and yeah, that's what we're seeing right now.
I guess if that's the story people grow up hearing and they never saw him and don't remember, then I suppose it could come out that way. I think he's going to be remembered more like a trivia question. Hey, remember that guy? Oh, yeah, I do remember that. What was his name?
Yeah, I think his name will be remembered, and I think there's going to be two distinct stories on it. There's going to be the group that says what Jorge said, and then there's going to be a group that says, yeah, he wasn't that good, and by the way, he did this to himself. Rick, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. What's up, Rick?
Hey, I just wanted to respond to that comment, the Lobo fan, or supposedly Lobo fan, about the late game on Friday.
Yeah.
Having to go home and take your clothes,
Damn
guys.
right.
Take some warm clothes.
That's right.
There's stuff to eat there. Show up to the dang game.
Yep.
I'll be there. Me and my son been going. The Lobos are going to win 14-10 tonight.
14-10. All right, come by and say hey.
I like this guy.
I like him too. Rick, I'm there too. I got 3 different jackets in the car and 2 different vests. I didn't know what I was, so I got like one little duffel bag. I got a down jacket and a lighter jacket and another jacket, and then I got like a black vest and a black. I'm not sure, but I brought them all, so I don't have to.
Little pregame tailgate.
Yeah, but I loaded up the
right
car
up.
today, and I can have some beers, and I can, and well, no, I can't. I have a batch. I can't have a beer.
You know, guys, that's what I say. I mean, the schedule came out a long time ago. Prepare yourself.
That's
Man.
right. That's right. Rick.
They do it in Michigan. They do it in Notre Dame. Why do we have to have special weather? It just pisses me off. Go
Hoser,
Lobos.
all right, see, can you give Rick like something special for being the best caller of the week and being the last one? You got something for him? All right, if he comes by and says, "Hey, I'm Rick," maybe I'll find a beer for him. Although I mean, I don't know. Everybody's gonna say, "Hey,
Everyone
I'm
is
Rick."
just going to come up to you.
Hey, I'm Rick.
Rick. ¿Qué pasó, Rick?
I know.
I'm Rick.
That was the best call we've had in a month. It is.
I like that.
It is. All right, what are you doing? Browns. Who the Browns play this weekend?
Browns are playing the Seahawks.
Oh yeah, that's right. In Seattle?
No, in Cleveland.
Yeah.
The home hasn't helped us all, but we've been such a weird team, and it's been such a weird season that I almost think we're going to beat the Seahawks just because it seems that every week's a different thing.
All right.
But I will tell you, I'm back in my same Browns mode that I've been for the last 20 years. Back to, I don't expect anything now.
Yeah, wait till November and December. Wait till you play a schedule like the Patriots are playing now, and then you'll feel better in November, December.
I'd like to harp on the Patriots schedule, but when you're 6-0, you know, I feel like you can't really say anything.
You're 6-0. Yeah, they're good. Tommy scored 2 touchdowns yesterday. He's 42 years old. JJ, Broncos win this weekend?
Ooh. I like the Titans this weekend.
Ooh, do you? Why?
Yeah. I don't know. Why would I like a 1-4 football team either? It's
the Titans are hard to figure.
All right.
You know the game I'm excited for?
No.
Washington, Miami.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're gonna kick off the football and just both stare at it because neither one.
Stare at it. Move.
You take it.
All right. Who you brought to us by the Fermentation Festival, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
NMFermentationFestival.com. Check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. Thanks to Paul Weir. He was with us today, as was Nick Nee. Hot Take Dougie stopped by from Magic. Josh produced for you over on ProView Networks. Hoser produced for us on the radio side. JJ's back on your radio at 5:30 today over on KKLB with Lobo pregame. Jim Rome show is next. Dan Patrick's after that. Stigler's filling in for Carlisle on the
20.
We'll come back with award-winning radio for you on Monday morning. I don't know, starting at 7 a.m. or so. Is that what you want to do?
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
10.
Yeah, good job out there. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you on Monday.